Hi everyone. My Restream is all messed up. Let me say hi to everyone and then I might have to try to reset it. I don't even know. Hey Rainbow, Ashley. Oh, let me put it on all chat. Rainbow, Ashley. Hey Julie, both Julies. Hey Savage. Hey Jeff. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna try to see. This is stupid. Okay, so anyway, I just decided to go live. I'm a little bored. There's not much on TV. And I thought a couple of people have started to play this, but they've never finished it. And I'm just the right amount. Hey, not that Lauren Marie. Hey, William, I am just the right amount of annoyed um, that I want to play the Anna interview that John did. And I want to make sure I play it in full because a couple of people have started it. Um, I know Kendra played a small part of it and decided to be the better person and not continue. And I know Amzy played some of it, but Amzy is very limited on time, and she also gets bored really easily with continuations of things. And no, I don't blame her. Especially younger people have less of a attention span. I think. Like each generation it gets less. Hey, Pain. So I thought that I would, um, because I want to hear what she has to say, and I never did listen to it then, and I have listened to these small parts of it, but yeah. So finally, William, it's taken a long time to get there. Jeff, right? Okay, so um, so let's see. I want to read the chat too. It looks like Anna was in the chat, and right before she clicked the link, one of the last things she said in the chat was that Maria has no real life friends, that Anna and her family had never ever met any of Maria's real life friends. There's no possible way Maria could have. There's no possible way any of these miserable people have real life friends. The way they treat people online, I'm sure that they treat people in their real life, quite poorly also. So the Marias and the Genevras and the Jules of the world don't associate with like real life quality friendships. It's the JY one. Hey, Kirsten. So I'm looking at my phone for the chat because Restream's being really stupid. I'm always bad about chat anyway, but let's just see how I do with it this way. And I'm going to put the other screen up. I wish there was a way just to share the chat part and not the screen. And why am I all switched over? Oh, because I tried to exit myself and come back. That's why. This is. Okay, you know what? You can. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and drop the chat for now because you can't see it that well. Let me see. Actually, let me try something else here. Oh, no, it's at the highest quality. Rainbow, I saw your hollow taco nails. Very pretty. Okay, let's see. Let's do. If I'd planned ahead, I would have just recorded the chat part of it. Or re recorded the chat part of it, edited it out so it was just the chat. And Jeff rocks. I can't put that on my screen. The fuck? Look right here, it says new comments will be displayed, but no comments will come up. Because it's broken. Hey, Kim, good to see you. Welcome. See, it won't even. I tried to type in the back spot if you guys could see me, and it wouldn't even let me do that. All right. Restream, you annoy me. How can I. Let me see if I leave like I used to, it'll end the stream, and I can't do that. So I'm just gonna be stuck right there where it says new comments display here. If I could see the chat, then they would all be popped up right there. So my chat's not working, and Restream, you suck right now. Thank you very much. Turn that shit off. Well, okay, so let's just get into it. Jeff rocks. I love that rumor. I think it's hilarious because it's just about as laughable as like Kendra, Brooke, myself. It's just as laughable as that. So it might as well be William. You know what, Kendra? That was also one of my things. I'm like, I think Jules is live and Kendra's over there. Hey, watch. Let's do this. There's of annoyed you have to be. If I'm too annoyed, then it's not fun. If I'm not annoyed enough, then I ain't gonna do it. So I had to be the right amount of annoyed. All right, Anna just came up. She is up there for 2 hours. So let's do this. Oh, and Raken, it's John right now on panel is John, Raken, and Anna. I'm gonna try to refrain from trashing Raken because this is not about her, but let's just see how I do.
Anna.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, Anna.
Hi. Do you hear
It's
me?
good to hear you.
Hi, Irene.
No, it's
okay.
Anna.
Welcome from the Philippines.
I don't even know where to start.
I don't know where anybody could even start, John. I mean, come
Right.
on. Like,
where do you start?
John, I'm going to go give Kuma some anxiety meds.
Nice.
And I'm going to mute, okay?
I wouldn't mind a couple.
Like
just saying.
Are you fearful of fireworks? I can send you some via Harry Potter Owl. Okay.
Yeah. Woof.
Okay. They're on their way.
Anna, can you hear me? Anna.
Oh, really?
Do you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see the.
She doesn't live in Oregon now. She's in Kansas. But there used to be some shit that she tried to make people believe she was in Oregon or something, I remember. Because I used to think she was in Oregon, and then I found out she was in Kansas. I'm like, wait, that's weird. So if she's back to this whole Oregon thing, that's like the extra weird course of her. Hey, George.
See the chat.
Are you on your phone, maybe? Probably.
I see it now.
You can see the chat?
Yeah, I can see the chat.
Okay.
What's going on?
Anna, did I not speak to you the day before we left on our road trip to meet plans for us to go have lunch?
Yes, you did.
And one that gave me the screenshots of my conversation with you. So when I post, I spoke to 3 different. Well, I actually spoke to a few more people than that. But I thought 3 different conversations would be enough. Not one conversation. I should never. I should never even have to post anything.
I just want to say that. I was like, wait, can you meet your other friends and then like meet Anna last, so that way like me and you can both like have like lunch with her? And he's like, well, okay, maybe we'll see.
I'm just gonna say the problem with trolling someone is when they post more information to prove that they are right. The trolls are going to attack every which side of that information, inside and out, to once again try to disprove it. Even if that piece of paper is black, everybody is going to say that piece of paper is white. And then half the assholes are going to actually believe it's white. It's just. It sucks. It's like you can't win for losing when in this. You can't. None of us can.
So, and did I ever tell you that like I was going to Angela's house, or like because I spoke to you the day before I left, and I'm like, we're heading down there.
Yeah, you never mentioned Angela's house.
So you knew I was coming down there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're heading south.
I don't know what's going on. Hold on a second. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why she's going after you so bad again, or why she's never really stopped. Obviously, she doesn't care what legal proceedings are happening against her. She has no respect for the law. She doesn't care what the judge said.
I also have another observation that Anna's voice, I wonder if that's how Maria's voice sounded pre-surgery. Because Anna's got a pleasant voice, and Maria always blames her horrible voice on her throat surgery. I mean, it is a ratchet voice. And Anna's voice is really pleasant. So let's continue.
Obviously, she took pictures trying to make fun of me. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about anybody. She doesn't care about her kids. She doesn't care about her grandson. She doesn't take care of her grandson, as people are saying. Her daughter's had problems with her.
Hey, Jen.
And she's just saying here 50 minutes ago, I could care less if Cody didn't get to see his mom. They don't care about anyone else's family, not my problem. By the way, how's your mom doing that you're taking care of because Maria can't?
She doesn't care about her own mother, and I don't know her issues that she has. She criticizes other people's family, but she doesn't care about her own mother.
And you're taking care of her?
My mother lives with me now, yes.
And for how long? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be grilling you. I just want
since my mom fell the first
time. I'm just trying to paint a picture for everybody.
My mother fell the first time in February. She hurt her knee, and she decided she stayed with me for a while. She said she felt strong enough, although I didn't want her to. She's going to be 81. And she went back, and a couple of weeks later, she fell again, and she was 6 hours on the floor before anybody found her. So she decided to stay with me, and now we're moving to Orlando with her. So she won't be alone anymore. And the last time that I went on vacation to Orlando,
taking her to Orlando so she won't be alone anymore because Maria wasn't a good enough daughter to help take care of her mother. Maria's talking about moving north when Carlos retires because they want to have a lawn and do, all the things. What I find funny is that my parents, when they retired to Florida, the one thing my dad wanted to get away from was yard work. He loved doing the lawn all his life. It was just, amazing. Like for him it was his thing, doing the lawn and stuff. But when they got to Florida, he was just, after doing it, all of his adult life from owning houses, he was ready to give it up. So I can't imagine Carlos wanting to retire and leave the state where his grandkids are and then go up north and get more land that he has to mow and hedge and plant and water and do all of these things that require lawn care. So anyway, I just thought that that was funny, and that was kind of what started getting me to think about this interview again.
To me, my grandson. My mother called me very, very, very upset, and Maria called her screaming at her and telling her things that a daughter should not tell a mother.
Wow.
And it was all based on Chicago Muscle's lies of what I told him, which never happened. And because of Chicago Muscle's lies, she lost her relationship with her mother.
Wow. So she lost her relationship with her daughter and her mother over YouTube bullshit that she could have controlled and walked away from. Who in the world is so fucked up to let your family disassociate from you because you can't give up the internet? It's not unlike an actual addiction of a drug. Like if she was a hardcore meth head stealing from her family and everybody had to disassociate from her. It's like no different.
I don't know about the. Was that when, like, I mean, this is insane. So, how long have you been taking care of your mom now in your home?
Since February, and she moved out for a week and fell again, and she came back, and she's not
And
going
how
back.
many times, since, with the exception of the 1 week that your mom wasn't at your home since.
By the way, that was February of 2024. So we're going on, this interview was done in July of 2024. So the interview was about a year and a half old for anybody that is curious.
February. How many times did Maria come see your mom?
Never.
Right,
not
Jeff?
once. And my mother had breast cancer. My mother went through breast cancer, and my sister was 15 minutes away. I don't even.
Maybe a frozen one will find its way near her vicinity.
I want to call her my sister. Maria lives 15 minutes away from her, and never once saw her for 3 months. My mother lost her breast. Not 1 minute did she come by.
Wait a minute. Your mother lost both her breasts too?
She lost one of her breasts.
Well, my mother-in-law, you know what, Anna? I had no idea that. I knew about the sickness, but I didn't know what. And so everyone knows that Cody's mom.
That means that Maria already knew that the cancer genes were in her family and didn't necessarily need her sister to try to get all the checks done. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Actually, I think it was the opposite. You know what? Let me just shut up and keep listening. Because I think I had always heard it one way from Maria, and it turns out it's the opposite. So let's listen.
Had breast cancer, had a double mastectomy, and that was years ago. And now the cancer is back now with the stomach. But your mother lost a breast to cancer, and now your twin sister is saying, well, not only, fuck Cody's mom, but, she also, like, your mom is a breast cancer survivor, and Maria is a cancer survivor, and Cody's mom is a cancer survivor, even though she's battling a different cancer now. Like, and that's how she acts?
Listen, Maria watched me get attacked by a man and then became his best friend. Okay? Maria tried to put an innocent man in jail to cover her theft. Okay? Maria will break up any marriage she can. That's how she's always been. That's how she is. She lied about my ex-husband. She lied about my husband. She said that my ex-husband left me for a better woman and they lived happily ever after. It's called an affair, and he left and he got divorced within 2 years. Where is the happily ever after? This is who she is. This is who she is. She blames me for my little sister's divorce. It was another woman that got involved again. Where do I come in on this? She will blame me for anything that she wants. I mean, it's obvious. People put 2 and 2 together. She has no real life friends. She has problems with her daughter, problems with her son. She doesn't see her grandson. She has problems with her marriage. They don't own the rent.
She doesn't see her mother.
Huh?
And she doesn't see her mother,
No, she doesn't see her mother. She doesn't call her either. She has been screaming at my mother since my father passed away. Because if my father was alive, this wouldn't be happening. My father died kicking her out of the hospital room the day before he died. The next morning, he was dead. That's how messed up she is. And that's how much pain she has given this family. And I'll be damned. I'll swear I'll go to hell first before I even allow her to ever step into my mother's life, because that's not going to happen anymore. That's not going to happen. And I took a lot. I took a lot of shit from her. All my life I have, because the Cuban family, everybody has to stay together. You know, poor thing. She has mental issues. Just give her space. But I met my husband, which is a 6-foot big ass strong guy, and he met my brother-in-law, and then he realized, and he heard everything that he was doing, and he saw the issues, and he said, not one more day are you going to accept your sister and her husband into this house. And that's how it happened. And that's the only reason, thank God to him, that I was able to separate this family, because the abuse that she was giving is not having meaning to anybody. My dad worked an electrical job raising 4 kids.
Dreamy, 21 months. Thank you so much. I think I had you guys muted and I said all that.
Vacations and everything. And this woman, I don't even call her that, because she isn't.
Do you see his comment? Wait, Anna. Summer says on Heidi Black's Members Live, Maria said she came to terms she would never see her mother again and was going to keep it in her mind like she was already gone. So she shouldn't say anything about Cody and his mom.
That's true. That's 100% true. Maria told us that in the group chat, that she had come to terms with the fact that she would never see her mom again. And she didn't, I mean, I'm not going to say that she said she was fine with it. I mean, she did say she was fine with it, or she was okay with it, but I think she had some other. Jeff, thank you so much. Oh, Jeff, I appreciate that. I think she had said that there was nothing she could do about it, so she was fine. Because it was out of her control. Jesus, I'm so gullible. Are you, as I just repeated that to you guys. There's nothing about Maria that could be fine with anything out of her control. But that's what she said, and I think all of us bought it at the time, not just me.
So, really, Summer, can I get a clip of that? Like, for her to think that, like, her mom's already passed away? Oh, my
Listen,
God.
I've already heard a lot of lies. I've heard a lot of lies that she says, I never told her about the cancer. Okay, I believe in God. All right? I have beautiful kids. I have beautiful grandchildren. I have a beautiful family. I'm very family oriented. I try to keep close with all my aunts and uncles. We try to vacation together. We try to do stuff together. But Maria has been out of the loop ever since. I'm not going to say everything I want to say, because I have nieces and nephews that might listen to this, and I'm not going to do that to them. But Maria has been out of this family for a long time, since she's done a lot of bad things.
But, and I want to thank Anna again for coming, because I was just saying how people are afraid to speak up against her, and I just went on that whole soliloquy, and Anna just took the link and she's telling it like it is, and nobody knows Maria better than her own twin sister. So again,
listen, I said it before, I was her cash bank. She says I'm the one that dropped out of school. Yes, I dropped out of school, but guess what? I was making $100,000 a year, and every time she needed money, I was there for her. Once I cut this off, and my husband said no more, that's it. She turned.
Wow.
If you don't care about the people who raised you in life, if you don't care about your mother, if you don't care about your father, if you argue about your...
Wow, George. Well, let's see if she calls the police on me. I welcome it. I welcome the ignorance of these butthurt lolcows having to overreact like the lolcows that they are, because they can't handle. They can dish all kinds of bullshit out, but the littlest tiniest bit of take it, they gotta act like they gotta explode the world. They got to do all the doxes and all the police calls and all the threats and all the putting your parents' pictures or your family pictures out, and just doing all the things for the tiniest little things. So let's see what you got, Momo. You miserable old hag.
With your father, that he died frustrated and kicking her out. Okay, if you don't care about the people who brought you into this world,
that's really sad.
You're not going to care about anybody. Okay, I can understand that she had an abusive life, but we have.
So your dad died, and you were a complete disappointment to your father when he died, Maria. Really? It's horrible. It's horrible for him. You're just a piece of shit who probably didn't care and still doesn't because you're too stubborn and your brain could you could never mentally handle it if your brain told you the truth about who the fuck you are. That's a fact.
We had a hell of a life. We had the hell of a childhood. We had the best of everything. My father was sick
George.
all his life. He had diabetes and he was an electrician and he kept passing out at work and everything. But my mom was a housewife with 4 kids. My mom was 19 with 3 kids already. And then my little sister came along. My dad saved enough money to walk us all down the aisle. And then when it came time to save the money for my little sister, he saved, back then it was a lot, $10,000, $12,000 for a wedding because that's how much.
Let me stop you right there, Anna. Let me say something to everybody afraid of Maria. Look what her twin sister's doing right now. And like how she's
not
like, you know,
because she knows how she is.
And to everybody like sending me spoof texts or like, you know, we're afraid, like, you know, look what Anna's doing right now. You don't need to be afraid to come out and like the only way, and Anna will agree, is that the only way that we get her to stop is that if everybody just comes forward and says, you don't have to like me. You like,
listen, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say this. My Maria, knowing how ill my father was, and that man was sick, on insulin, diabetic, and always, you know, his blood sugar off and on. We tried to take care of him as much as possible, go to work and make money and bring it back. And sometimes he would even park in front of the house and he wouldn't get out of the car. And we go to see what was going on and he couldn't get out of the car because he didn't even remember how to get there. That's how sick he was. And for her to go into the bank account and steal every freaking penny that he saved.
Wow. Well, Anna, I'm truly sorry to hear what your dad went through and what your mom's going through. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to misspeak, but I believe you have a gay child. And if you do, that child's aunt, as you know, is extremely homophobic. And it's really fucking disgusting, too. I could never, ever. My niece came out a few years ago, and I mean, not that I don't want to say I love her more, but I love her. It just brought on a whole new love for her and her amazingness and her bravery and everything else. So I just can't even imagine like just being that gross kind of person. Not that Lauren Marie.
and even Jules
I'm
played.
sorry. I'm so
Even
sorry.
Jules played Brooke, like calling Maria out on her live earlier. Like, you know, Maria called. I'm sorry, Brooke called Maria out. She goes, "Oh, you robbed the banks. You took the money from the accounts." Like Brooke forgot what you said back then. And if somebody wants to give me that link, I'll play it again right now. Jules, if you're still in the chat.
I have text. Oh, I saw a video on Reddit just today about it. But I have text from what's her name, Brooke, that she sent me a text when she was going on through all this bad things about Maria and you know the way she flipped is just crazy. It's crazy. But you know, like the best thing I could do right now is take my mother away.
I didn't know that. So Brooke was in contact with her sister. It had to have been back in 2020 because her and John made up by the end of 2021. Yeah, they were cool by mid 2021. They'd made up. So in 2019 or 2020, Brooke had contacted Anna to get information on Maria. God. People been fucking with family like it's like apparently an old game for this community.
And I'm not doing it for that, to be honest with you. I'm doing it to help my son out with his babies and to retire because I want to retire.
Well, I mean, like you're 61, like, and God bless, like, you know, and like, I couldn't even, you know, I lost my mom really young, so I couldn't even imagine, like, you know, I'm 45, and what I wouldn't give to have my mom for a second, but like, you know, at 61, like, you know, and you still have, and like, God bless you, Anna, for taking care of her and moving her into your house. So, like, you know, and isn't that very telling that Anna had to be the one that would move her sick mother into her?
I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of people in this community who have moved their sick parents into their homes or they have moved back in with their sick parents. I was blessed and I just got to move to Florida and live close to my sick parents. I didn't move in with either of them. I spend a heck of a lot of time at their residences. But if I didn't have my own residence, hey, T2. I wouldn't say no. I would say no, not at all. Brooke's cool with him. I have chosen peace. And I think that might be it. I'm not cool with him. I've just chosen peace. But him and I haven't had a sit down and a talk and a this and a that. The things that make people cool with each other. No. And I think that there's key things that neither one of us, like, there's things I can't apologize for, and if I'm not going to apologize for certain things, then I can't expect him to apologize either. But nonetheless, I'm choosing peace. So that's it. Okay, let's continue.
Else because she knows that, like, her mother wouldn't get the care with this one on the phone and this one on the phone.
The second time she was in the hospital, she tells Anne that I never went to visit her once. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
But she lives with you.
I was there.
What do you mean? But she lives with you. Like,
and you all believe everything she says.
And you never visited, but
they believe everything she said. They believe everything she says. They said, oh, Maria's like, she didn't visit. Oh, okay, she didn't visit. And then all these people are saying, oh, Anna wants her husband. Have you seen her husband? Yeah, I really want her husband, and I really want a man that I couldn't even buy a house with, because we're buying a house cash. That's how we're retiring, and it's not my mama's money; it's my money.
Of course, Brooke reached out to Anna. Although, yeah, like, yes, it's not that Brooke was saying she would have only known if she didn't talk to Anna.
And then it's just so many things that she has done, and my family has tried to help her. I backed out of helping her after everything she's done, and what she did to you now about Cody, and that was like. That's horrendous. And I know she's behind it. Because it has her writing all over it. But she doesn't care. She just doesn't care. She doesn't care about anybody.
No,
she doesn't care about anybody. There's nothing. There's nothing in her life that she could care about. And then she tried to blame me for passing around a picture of her husband, which I don't have, and I don't care, and I would never do. Oh, she says, what's his name?
Seriously, these kind of people don't have real life quality relationships. It's impossible for them to. She just can't. And because she's so miserable and wrecked and made everybody around her real life so unhappy, she's got to come and, her and the Genevers and the Jules of the world have to come and wreck everybody's internet life, I mean, these people are so miserable. I don't even, it's all I can come up with.
Yahoo Boy said that I was the one that she had cancer first. No, if you guys look at my interview with John and my interview with Amber, I had cancer first. The person in me that believe in God, and I don't argue with people. I don't argue as an adult.
It's crazy that you have to go live and say,
never hold that information.
Just the thought that you have to go live and say, like, well, I had the cancer first. Like, just that alone, it should speak on her character.
Of course.
Like, but it's always a competition. But go ahead.
I had cancer first. And as soon as I found out, it was the year my father died. And I think it was a blessing. I had a 4-car accident, and I thought I wasn't hurt, and I ended up to be hurt. And that's how they found out I had the cancer. I picked up the phone. I called both of my sisters up, even though I wasn't speaking to her. And I told her, hey, I know you're not, we're not talking, but I need to let you know I have this kind of cancer.
Another lie Maria said, that Anna never went to Maria and told Maria that she had cancer. I remember Maria telling us that her sister was so horrible to her, and that she never even told her she had cancer, and that they were twins, and that basically, being twins, that, it leads you to believe that, could possibly kill you if you have too late a detection, and, your twin has had it. So Maria leads us to believe, and that was something else in the group chat. She led us all to believe this, and it's another lie.
And her reply to me was, just because you have it doesn't mean I have it.
Ugh.
And then she's supposed.
And then
younger sister.
Wait a minute. And then what I'm hearing now, now it sounds like then she gets an attitude and says, just because you have it doesn't mean I'll get it. And how much does that sound like Maria? Like, that sounds more like Maria than any Maria I've ever known. That is the most consistent personality of Maria when she dislikes somebody, is to be a total snot and act completely unbothered regardless of how fucked up the situation is. That's the Maria we know.
And they both had it too. But she seems to like to spread the narrative that I never told her, because that's how it fits.
Yep.
You know, whatever narrative she has.
Fact.
And, you know, I backed up. I said, hey, you know, her friend never attacked me. Guess what? I found the paperwork. And then Anne goes, oh, what kind of a freak holds paperwork for 40 years? I don't know, but I did.
It's the same people that like play like the same lies from 10 years ago. Like, you know,
everything, 100% of what she has said in her lives about me.
I'm gonna love that line from John is in here, and I hope we're playing it 4 years from now. And John's like, 2 years ago, yeah, because this live is now almost 2 years old.
Me and about our family is false. I have a relationship with my brother. My brother was here today. My brother comes here to eat twice a week. He lives 4 blocks away, and him and my husband are best friends. My little sister and I speak a couple of times a day, and sometimes too many times. I tell her, she likes to call a lot. But her son was born, her grandson was born premature. Maria met him when he turned 14 months at her daughter's baby shower, because my sister took her grandson to the baby shower. So what kind of a relationship? She didn't even know he was a preemie. She had no idea. So I don't understand that. I mean, I don't understand that. And the problem I know with my family, is that there's no one outspoken. The only one that speaks out to issues in life is me. My parents are, my mother and my dad were very quiet. My little sister, she's very sweet, goes with the flow. My brother doesn't talk at all. Like he doesn't like confrontations. And I just don't shut up. I say the truth. And I'm not going to stop that. I won't. And you know, what she said about, oh, being scared that you were going to go over there, whatever. I'll put it out there. I was scared. And she always says that I left. She saw me in a dollar store, because she always seems to be moving closer and closer to me. She lives down the damn street. But I saw her in a dollar store. I walked in and I saw her. And she puts it like, I saw her. I had a cart full of stuff and I walked out. No, I walked in. As soon as I walked in the first aisle, I looked to the left and she was there. So what did I do? I turned around and I left. There's $1 million stores in my place. Why would I go? And I left. And she called my little sister. She's like, oh no, she ran out. No, let me put it this way and let me put it nice and clear. I left because she's unstable. Mm-hmm. She carries a gun, and she has threatened to take me out once already. Okay, and the way that she said, and I said it now, and I don't care. The way she said,
so the gun that she didn't have when the sheriff served her with she was supposed to turn over all guns that she has, whether it's in her name or her husband's, and
she's not going to do it. But you know what? I told my niece, I told her, hey, if you love your father in any which way, you know, tell him about the guns, because he's gonna lose them all. He's gonna lose them all. And I don't really give a shit. But you know, I'm not mean like her. I can't be like that. But you know, after she threatened me, my Cuban mama, because she's Spanish, told me about it. That's how I found out. Called me crying, said Maria's gonna take you out. She said she's gonna take you out. And I said, well, let's go to the police. We have to do a report. And my mother said no. My mother would not do that. So then I had to live the same way she said she's living with you. I had to live with a couple of months. It took me to get, like, walk up the door, look both ways, make sure, close my kitchen windows, because unstable is unstable. And my friends were like, dye your hair, do this, do that. And I'm like, oh my God, stop. And then finally, you know, I cooled down a little, but she literally moved to the corner of my house. This has been how my life is. Welcome to my world.
Jeez.
You know, nobody's bothering her. Nobody's doing anything, but she just keeps on and on. She calls my sister. And
no wonder Anna wanted to move to Orlando. Jeez.
Constantly is like, blah, 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 blah. And my sister's like, I don't have time for you. I don't have time for that. I would have been like, you know what, girl? My little sister asked her, please don't talk to my ex-husband anymore. He did have an affair with a coworker. Can you please stop talking? Oh no, he's family. He's still family. No, girl, you know what? Your loyalty goes to your sister, not to the ex-husband, to your sister.
Yep.
But she doesn't have loyalty. I had to tell her.
That's crazy. So, as Anna said earlier and explained, her husband had an affair. They divorced, and now Maria wanted to remain loyal to her ex who cheated on her. Probably because Maria wanted to cheat. Probably because Maria wanted some of that. Just out of sisterly revenge.
My little sister was dying in a coma when we weren't even speaking. And I called her and I said, if you want to come see your sister, she's in a coma and the doctor says she has a possibility of dying. And she goes, "Oh, I'm going to the Everglades to a Mikasuki party."
Wow.
And I'm like, "Your sister's gonna die." And then she went over the next day
What's a
for like a
Mikasui
little bit, and then that was
party?
it. I was there day and night for a month.
Did she say a Mikasui party? What is that? Do I need to Google? Just a sec. Okay, that is not a word. I don't know what I heard. I forget that. I'm just gonna press play.
Month and a half until my sister came home. And you know, she has no, I don't know, I know she has a lot of issues.
Yep, George.
But you know, we've tried to help her. Her daughter's tried to help her. Her family has tried to help her. My aunts, my mom, everybody. And she won't accept it. But for her to go out and destroy people, like she tried to destroy that poor man who we didn't believe, or it's not like we didn't believe, it's like we didn't know. Maria wasn't in her 20s, she was in her 30s, but we didn't know that she was going to set somebody up after stealing money from the bank. So my mother kind of didn't believe him back then, but now we do. Now we do, because I didn't know all this thing happened until somebody posted those papers in Reddit, and it was sent to me, because I didn't know that she went back to the bank after stealing all the money from us. And I'm not going to say us, I'm saying us as in my family.
Right.
But
George, she didn't say a swinger party. Maria needs a swinger party. That bitch is way too uptight. She needs some attention from I don't know.
But she went back to work for the bank for 2 more years, and I didn't know that.
Jeez.
But for her, you know, okay, I'm not going to say it's a good thing she did, because, you know, what she did to my family was really, really bad. But for her to go back on the internet now and to start destroying lives, because that's what she's doing, destroying lives and going real life. And that's the only reason why I helped John, because I saw what she's doing. I know what she is, and I know how manipulated she is. She manipulates everybody. And I won't allow that. And my mother's like, you know, my mother tells me, you know, be quiet, and I just let it go. I go, Mom, I can't let it go, because I'm not going to allow her to destroy people's life. She had I'm not by blood pressure, but and I don't suffer from anxiety or anything, but my heart was killing me already. All these times, anytime she would do this to my cousins, to whoever she picked on next, whoever was next on her list would make your life miserable. Like posting my niece's girlfriend and saying, doesn't she look like a man? That got her daughter really upset. You don't do that. You don't do that.
Oh my God, that is so cruel. How the hell are you going to make fun of the looks of the people that your family is dating like that? The children. It's not like it's a sister, or even if it like anybody, but the fact that it's your niece or your nephew, I just cannot imagine saying anything disparaging publicly about, or privately about my niece and nephew. I'm just thinking of other distant relatives who have married people I haven't been fond of. And, yes, I've discussed those things privately, but I could never, ever post and talk about, like, family like that. Let me rewind, George. Because she was saying it wasn't until she saw those posted documents, so I'm not exactly sure which ones. But let me go back to a couple of minutes and see. Okay, I went back 3 minutes.
And my sister's like, I don't have time for you. I don't have time for that. I would have been like, you know what, girl? My little sister asked her, please don't talk to my ex-husband anymore. He did have an affair with a coworker. Can you please stop talking? Oh, no, he's family. He's still family. No, girl, you know what? Your loyalty goes to your sister, not to the ex-husband, to your sister. But she doesn't have loyalty. I had to tell her my little sister was dying in a coma when we weren't even speaking. And I called her and I said, if you want to come see your sister, she's in a coma and the doctor says she has a possibility of dying. And she goes, oh, I'm going to the Everglades to a Mikasuki party.
Wow.
And I'm like, your sister's going to die. And then she went over the next day for like a little bit, and then that was it. I was there day and night for a month and a half until my sister came home. And, you know, she has no, I don't know. I know she has a lot of issues. But, you know, we've tried to help her. Her daughter's tried to help her. Her family has tried to help her. My aunts, my mom, everybody. And she won't accept it. But for her to go out and destroy people, like she tried to destroy that poor man who we didn't believe, or it's not like we didn't believe, it's like we didn't know. Maria wasn't in her 20s, she was in her 30s, but we didn't know that she was going to set somebody up after stealing money from the bank. So
wow,
my mother kind of didn't believe him back then, but now we do. Now we do, because I didn't know all this thing happened until somebody posted those papers in Reddit, and it was sent to me, because I didn't know that she went back to the bank after stealing.
Oh, the papers. The court papers, I guess. George, from when she stole the money from the bank and then accused that guy of sexually of essaying her.
Stealing all the money from us. And I'm not going to say us, I'm saying us as in my family.
Right.
But she went back to work for the bank for 2 more years, and I didn't know that. But for her, okay, I'm not going to say it's a good thing she did, because, what she did to my family was really, really bad. But for her to go back on the internet now and to start destroying lives, because that's what she's doing, destroying lives and going real life. And that's the only reason why I helped John, because I saw what she's doing. I know what she is, and I know how manipulated she is. She manipulates everybody. And I won't allow that. And my mother's like, my mother tells me, be quiet, Anna, just let it go. I go, Mom, I can't let it go, because I'm not going to allow her to destroy people's life. She had I'm not by blood pressure, but and I don't suffer from anxiety or anything, but my heart was killing me already. All these times, anytime she would do this to my cousins, to whoever she picked on next, whoever was next on her list would make your life miserable. Like posting my niece's girlfriend and saying, doesn't she look like a man? That got her daughter really upset. You don't do that. You don't do that.
So she, thank you, Anna, for being, and thank you, Anna, for everything, over the last year, and for testifying for me twice against your own sister. And people want to oh, Maria is so great. Really? Because you just heard what Anna just had to say. And Anna had to testify against her own sister on my behalf twice. And then you have Kristen, her daughter, leaving multiple Reddit.
Yeah, Geneva is the one who posted those documents, George. Geneva's posted all the evil documents about Maria on Reddit. Momo's friend Geneva. Good old Jenny.
Reddit posts about how awful her mom is. And then you have her son leaving Reddit posts about the same thing. So you have
Jennifer stole the documents.
Maria, she has wonderful kids. She has wonderful kids.
Oh, I'm not saying they're not wonderful at all.
No, I know. But I'm just saying she really does have wonderful kids. Her son comes to, I saw him at our Easter party, and he dressed up as the Easter Bunny. He's just great with the kids. I just invited him over because I'm having my grandson's 4th birthday party in our pool.
And she says that you never see her kids, and you're a piece of shit.
I talk to my niece all the time. I talk to my nephew.
But that. She says that oh, Anna never talks to my kids. She's lying.
She doesn't talk to my kids. But then again, my kids, my son, especially the one in Orlando, he knows and he remembers a lot. And he doesn't really want anything. And that's her godson, but he doesn't want anything with her. Because, I've heard that when she's, her talk bad stuff about gay men and gay people and adopted kids, and both of my grandchildren.
Your godson, Maria.
2 of my grandchildren are adopted. And that's not the kind of things we want around.
Making fun of adopted people and gay people, and you've got adopted grandnieces and nephews and a gay nephew that is your godson. It truly, it just doesn't get more of an ugly, inside and out human.
My grandkids or my sons, or they're, everybody's very loving and accepting for everybody. And the story she made up, I also heard a story that my parents walked in and we were teenagers or something, and there was a black boy and playing Nintendo, and my parents kicked that kid out because he was black. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Let me ask you a question.
Oh my God, the way she said, "Are you kidding me?" That was. Did you guys hear that? I mean, it wasn't as grating on your nerves as Maria does it. When Maria says, "Are you kidding me?" But you can just hear the twinning. You could just so hear the twinning when she said, "Are you kidding me?" I'm sorry, Anna. You probably don't want to hear that. But damn. It just struck me how similar that was to her sister.
Is there any doubt in your mind that Maria had something to do with this whole fucking Cody's?
No doubt. No doubt.
I mean, we all know that.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt at all. You are her worst enemy right now, and she wants to destroy you.
And it's true, and none of us knew. Maria was involved with Paul and all that bullshit. And she kept it from everybody. And all of us thought, no, there's no way. There's no way. Maria's gotten better. She's not as horrible. And John, there's a lot of things that you can say against him, and it just left us blinded. For sure. For her to work her way in there, and yeah.
Worse anyway, by what? Because I prove her lies wrong. Like I don't,
I don't know, but my even though like I don't ever want to see her. I told my mom, and I know it hurts her because she's in her 80s, and we try to be nice, like not tell her too much. Maria got blocked, and that wasn't me. My mother asked for it to be blocked on her cell and her house phone.
Wow.
But I told my mom, in this lifetime, I don't want anything to do with her.
So basically, you said the last time that your dad saw Maria, he was kicking her out of the hospital room.
Correct.
And now your mom, who you're taking care of, wants nothing to do with her.
No, because what Maria did about stealing her phone while she was sleeping in the hospital was really bad.
And like, Anna, what do you say to these people that are defending her, like Sarah Z or Brooke or any of these people?
I think one, either they have. Honestly, I've never been so active or talking in YouTube like now, but obviously people who follow her have issues too. Because if you can't see it, I know she's manipulative and she can convince you of everything. But you got to see the what's going on. Where's her family? Where's her real life friends? Why doesn't anybody in a family of 50 or more?
Anna is she's really going out on a limb here because she's disgusted. But keep going. Sorry.
I am disgusted. I really am, because you don't treat people like this. You don't treat people the way that she's treating John. Tomorrow will be somebody else. She'll treat everybody. Danielle Jabali reached out to me. Danielle, her friend, all these people were calling me while I was on vacation in Disney. Your sister this, your sister that. No, there's nothing I can do. I would be like, I don't speak to her, and I felt so bad for her. But that brought people to reach out to me, and it pissed me off. She went from Danielle to she's gotten into arguments with a lot of other of the cast members. The one who passed away, I don't remember what his name was always arguing with her too.
Oh, Jason.
Yeah, Jason and a whole mess of people that had reached out to me, and I was like, I'm just
Jason Hitch.
My mom was like, just get out of it. And
yeah, George, I wish I could put that on the screen.
Right? That I could stand by and just watch her destroy.
I wish I could put that on the screen, but as George says, because Maria wanted to watch TV and the dad wanted to rest and sleep, he was dying. Yep. I didn't turn the TV on a single time. My mom was in a medically induced coma, and I still didn't turn the TV on in her room. Like, she didn't really watch it. The noise wouldn't have helped her, but yeah, weird.
Destroy people's lives.
I guess.
You see this comment from Summer? Summer says Maria also told Heidi Black that your mom was racist, and that's why she feels your mom doesn't like her husband.
Her husband is white, so why wouldn't he like him? I don't get it. If she's racist, her husband is white.
Well, Maria told.
I have a question. Speaking of her husband, and I do recall Maria saying that too about her mom. Do you guys? And I'm not really bringing this up for any reason other than because Maria is lying. Maria, just another proof of Maria's lies. Do you guys remember how Maria over and over and over would talk about, I almost hate even bringing this up, but real quick, I'm a little uncomfortable, about how over and over and over she would talk about how Carlos was born in America. I mean, she would say it when nobody was talking about it. It was just a thing that she said a lot. And then, the whole habanero stuff happened. Heidi, on the other hand, has sworn that he's legal. But however, hey, Kimmy, hey, good to see you. However, Maria did say the other day that Carlos came here from Cuba when he was 4 years old. And that's the first time I've ever actually heard her admit that he wasn't born in America, because that's what she was saying for so long. And I just thought that, like, if you wait long enough, she'll eventually slip up, or I don't even know. Like, and I'm sure everything's, like legal and whatnot and all that. I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to get involved in that as far as, any, nefarious reasons are concerned at all whatsoever. I'm just stating as a matter of something that I used to hear over and over again about how he was born here. But she said he wasn't the other day. So, okay, let's continue.
Heidi, that your mom is racist.
My mom is not racist. But that's what I'm saying. Why I heard that comment, and I heard a comment that my mother was against my nephew, but her husband is white. Her husband's the same skin color as all these Cubans here.
But wait, Maria claims to be white. So what's the problem?
I don't know what the problem is. And my mother adores every single one of her grandchildren. And you know what? They adore her. My nephew, her kid, her son, is though, always comes to say hi to her. And I'm a plant freak. And when I one day decided to empty out my plants, not empty them out, but I had too many.
Susie Q is in the chat asking if Carlos is half Syrian.
My nephew came over and filled his truck because he's into plants now too. So don't tell me
Hi, Emily.
that I don't get along with my niece and my nephew, because I do. And I called my niece the other day because, first of all, I advised my cousin's daughter about the picture being, around of her girlfriend and her daughter, which is wrong. Do not post pictures that are not yours.
Yeah, George.
Okay, and to make fun of a lesbian couple that is your family.
And I saw, when she's saying, and that was in the group chat, and Maria was making fun of what she's saying in the group chat. What did she say? Like, oh, she's too butch or too dykey or whatever.
She said, doesn't she look like a man? That's what she said.
And that's what she was saying in the group chat of all these innocent people who don't wish harm on anybody. Okay.
We don't.
Listen, my family is big. It's large. And my family is...
That's not true. I kind of wish harm on a couple of people.
Great. And let me tell you, when my son got married, he had a big wedding in Orlando. And I said to my family, everybody knows, I said, we're I have a lot of older generations. And I told everybody, my son is gay and he's getting married in Orlando and we're having a big wedding. If you guys do not accept it and you do not want to go to the wedding, please just tell me so. I only want positive in that wedding. Right. And anybody who loves him. And the wedding was packed. Even my 90-year-old grandmother was dancing with her walker. That's who I want around.
Wow, that's beautiful. I wish my grandmother could have been at my wedding. Like, that is a beautiful 90.
That's who I want around. That's the people I want around. My whole family adores everybody in the family. We get together. Now unfortunately people have split up, Miami, Orlando, Tampa, but we still get together and we still see each other as often as possible. My aunt had a birthday party. I think she turned 75. We all went over there. That's how we are. That's how we are. We don't think about it twice. But you can't have somebody in life that has these issues and won't get help.
Well, it seems like that Maria is the cooch of your family. Because it seems like Cooch has a very well-functioning family, all college graduates, all with impressive jobs,
No, I am not the Maria of my family. And yes, they are all impressive. I will give everybody that everybody in my family is about a zillion more times impressive than myself. But what I lack for impressiveness, I make up for insanity compared to fucking Maria.
They all look nice. They keep themselves together. And you look at Cooch's family, which we did a deep dive into, and then you see Cooch, the obese drug addict who has to get a stipend to be put the fuck up. And it kind of reminds me of the same thing with Maria and your family, to be honest, because, and I've seen, and me and Anna have been friends.
No, and again, that's a bad comparison because I don't see Maria's mom leaving Maria a fucking penny. I didn't see her getting jack shit in the unfortunate and untimely passing, if when that sadly happens. Maria ain't getting shit from her mom. My mama loved me. That's a big difference. I didn't break my mama's heart. I took care of my mom. I didn't like just fucking kick her out with the wolves and be like, go fend for yourself, you old bag.
Friends for like, you know, real friends for over a year now. And we can find each other, and she's great people, and I've learned about her family, and it's the same thing. It's that Maria is the bad seed right there, and unfortunately for Anna, she's identically DNA matched to her in every fucking way, and
But you know what though, John? Like I
no,
think
I'm sorry that like you got dealt. I got dealt a bad hand in life, honestly. Like, you know, with what God gave me, you know, my mom and everything. But like, shit, girl, you got dealt an even worser hand than mine, because you got stuck with that as an identical twin sister.
well,
I don't know
well, let me.
about
Oh,
that.
hold on, Jenny. No, I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't care. Sorry, but I really don't. Like whatever her problem is, if she's in the hospital,
You all got both stuck with equally shitty hands in completely different ways. Lord, I would never wish for a child to lose their mother at such a young age, especially under the conditions in which that happened, ever. Nor would I wish anybody to have a fucking twin sister like Maria, ever. Well, I'd wish that for Jules.
life goes on. But I'm so very thankful that.
Okay, Jenny, listen. If Anna, if the sister was in the hospital, she'd be there. What, Anna?
What?
Let it know before you if your sister was in the hospital.
Probably it's somebody. It might be somebody who knows her. We don't know. We don't.
Like,
We don't talk to her.
is Maria in the hospital?
We don't know.
Well,
Is that when she went to the hospital? When she was at lunch with Lauren Marie? And she had horrible anxiety attacks and had to go to the hospital or something?
Anna has two sisters, Maria and the other sister, which I won't say the name of. But so who's in the hospital?
I don't know who's in the hospital. It's not my little sister, that's for sure. She'll be calling me.
Oh, so then we have to assume that Maria's in the hospital, but now Reddit's posting about it because it's that serious. But Maria doesn't go on Reddit, huh? Okay.
But Maria,
but you know what? Like I said, I was blessed to have a good family, and I was blessed to have a wonderful dad. I will miss him for the rest of my life. But the way she treated him when he was in his rehab home, and then she's saying, you know, oh, I took care of him. No, you weren't working because you lost your job again, and you decided to go because my mother asked her to, so she could sleep the morning a little bit.
Seems like she's always losing her jobs. I mean, she's really a psycho bad employee who can't focus on her work and has to be on YouTube 24/7. So I get it, but geez, you know, for somebody who complains about other people being unemployed and, you know, this and that and going back and forth whether Kendra's working or not, you got so much to say about her job, but bitch, you can't keep a job either.
Because she would stay there late, my mom. And still my mother had to, you know, obviously offer her money a little bit to make, you know, she didn't have money for gas or anything, so give her some money. She still didn't take good care of him. Instead of being in his room with him because he's a diabetic, she'll be like in the little living area knitting or crocheting, whatever she does. And why are you there then if you're not going to be in the room with him? You know, she's like in another hall in another place. It's like she doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care. She doesn't care.
Now it's wild that now Maria's in the hospital that Red's reporting. Maria's crazy, and now she's in the hospital. Isn't that wild? Anna comes up for the first time, and what? Anna, when was the last time you were on my channel? What?
I don't know, because I never was able to get on
Yeah,
anymore.
she was never able to get on. So crazy. Now Maria's in the hospital.
Yep.
And it's so important that like Reddit's reporting on it.
And you know, my family tried a lot to get her help that she needed. Tried so much. And then my patience was running thin because I just couldn't take it anymore. And I like I said before, I am so thankful for the man that has stood next to me and allowed me to express my feelings and to see what was really going on, and decided, you know, this is too much. This is just too much. There's only so much you can do and so many excuses you can do for somebody that has issues, mental issues. Yeah. You know, I mean, if you don't want to get help, nobody can help you.
And
you don't see it.
It's wild. Maria's in the hospital now after all this stuff's come to light. Like, you know, now she's in the hospital, but Reddit's reporting on it. Reddit of all people, like where she never goes. She hates Reddit, but Reddit is saying Maria's in the hospital. Why? why is she in the hospital? Because I've been live for 3.5 hours and now she can't even take what the truth from her own sister's mouth. Or she's been caught 100 times trying to cover up this Paul and Debbie shit. Or
if it was the day that she was with Lord Marie and went to the hospital, then she was in the hospital before this live ever took place. But I feel like she wasn't in the hospital when this live was going on. But I don't remember that well. Oh, whoops, I just completely lost the time. All right, let me see if my TV tells me where I... Nope, it sure doesn't. Let's see. Actually, let me look. Okay, let me rewind on the TV and see if I can figure out where I was when I hit the slider. Nope. Okay, let's see here. Darn it. I wasn't that far. Okay, it goes a little bit further than this.
Very thankful that.
okay, Jenny, listen. If you're
Okay,
if
good.
Anna, if the sister was in the hospital, she'd be there. What, Anna?
What?
Did Reddit know before you if your sister was in the hospital?
Probably it's somebody. It might be somebody who knows her. We don't know. We don't.
Like,
We don't
no,
talk to her.
is Maria in the hospital?
We don't know.
Well, Anna has two sisters, Maria and the other sister, which I won't say the name of. But so who's in the hospital?
I don't know who's in the hospital. It's not my little sister, that's for sure. She'll be calling me.
Oh, so then we have to assume that Maria's in the hospital, but now Reddit's posting about it because it's that serious. But Maria doesn't go on Reddit, huh?
That's funny.
Okay.
But you know what? Like I said, I was blessed to have a good family, and I was blessed to have a wonderful dad. I will miss him for the rest of my life. But the way she treated him when he was in his rehab home, and then she's saying, you know, oh, I took care of him. No, you weren't working because you lost your job again, and you decided to go because my mother asked her to, so she could sleep the morning a little bit because she would stay there late. My mom. And still my mother had to, you know, obviously offer her money a little bit to make, you know, she didn't have money for gas or anything, so give her some money. She still didn't take good care of him. Instead of being in his room with him because he's a diabetic, she'll be like in the little living area knitting or crocheting, whatever she does. And why are you there then if you're not going to be in the room with him? You know, she's like in another hall in another place.
Wow. Knitting.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care. She doesn't care.
Now it's wild that now Maria's in the hospital that Red's reporting. Maria's crazy, and now she's in the hospital. Isn't that wild? Anna comes up for the first time, and what? Anna, when was the last time you were on my channel? What?
I don't know, because I never was able to get on
Yeah,
anymore.
she was never able to get on. So crazy. Now Maria's in the hospital.
Yep.
And it's so important that like Reddit's reporting on it.
And you know, my family tried a lot to get her help that she needed. Tried so much. And then my patience was running thin because I just couldn't take it anymore. And I like I said before, I am so thankful for the man that has stood next to me and allowed me to express my feelings and to see what was really going on, and decided, you know, this is too much. This is just too much. There's only so much you can do and so many excuses you can do for somebody that has issues, mental issues.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you don't want to get help, nobody can help you.
And
you don't see it.
It's wild. Maria's in the hospital now after all this stuff's come to light. Like, you know, now she's in the hospital, but Reddit's reporting on it. Reddit of all people, like where she never goes. She hates Reddit, but Reddit is saying Maria's in the hospital. Why? Why is she in the hospital? Because I've been live for 3.5 hours and now she can't even take what the truth from her own sister's mouth. Or she's been caught 100 times trying to cover up this Paul and Debbie shit. Or like maybe the whole wet sock thing got to her, because I'm sure wet sock, he's fucked right now. So I don't know what. And Anna, how do you feel with the whole wet sock thing? Because like, you know,
I found out about it now, and I was like, who is this person, and why would you put all these negative things if he doesn't even know the entire story? You know, this is what I hate about the internet. People just do whatever they have. And I know that John went off when he was angry, and I heard part of it.
Yes,
okay,
I did.
But he had
Her own mom had to give her gas money to be there at the hospital with her dad, Jeff says. Oh, yep, Kendra, they did. They're all mean and nasty, and absolutely, like that's Maria's normal. Like evil nasty is that's her. Like if on a scale of 1 to 10, and you want to be at a 5 or something, that's her 5. That's like her even keel.
Had every right to. I mean, if
And
somebody
I
was gonna,
did. And no one has to agree with what I said, but this wet sock guy and everybody else, putting it on his channel as if it's happening in the present right now. You're playing 3-week-old shit, bro. And now Maria's in the hospital. What?
Yeah.
and let me tell you, my saying that me and my husband don't sleep in the same room. I've been married for 27
Wait, Anna, I'm going to cut
years.
you off here. I'm going to cut you off. Remember your thought. Because now I'm going to go into their John Yates mode. So
I'm sorry. You know what? I missed that. Thank you.
Is Maria in the hospital? I want to see her in the hospital. I want to see the background of where she is. I want to see the paint color on the wall. I want to see the floor and count how many tiles she has there. I want to see medical records. I want to see the wristband on her arm. I want to see who's there with her. I want to see how she got there. I want to see when she last pumped gas to get there. I want to see if there was an ambulance called there. I want to see what the 911 call if said ambulance was sent there. I want to know what the fucking hair color of the EMT driver that got there and picked her up was with. I want to know all of it. I want to know what fucking color Jello she ate in the fucking
But Geneva had you committed.
hospital. I want to know every fucking single thing. I want to know the time it took. I want to know the last time she had a menstrual cycle. I want to know it all in space because that's what they demand of me. So I think it's only fair for me to ask the same thing back and reply because Lord knows we've been in the hospital enough times and nobody believed that. But so and then when I did try to kill myself twice, it was never good enough. So I really need to see every fucking thing. I want to know which hospital you're in. I want to know the triage nurse. I want to know her name. I want to know when she graduated from what.
Know how many steps from the bed to the toilet and
region scores. I need to know everything going on here, and I want it. Reddit of all people are the first to report on it for some reason. And she can't stand Reddit. So Reddit, please, you want everything from me in fucking blood? Well, I need to know all this shit right now. And Anna, I am here with Maria Vega's twin sister, and she is bereft with fear right now that her sister's in any type of jeopardy. So while we're live right now, I think it's only helpful.
Bereft with fear.
That you tell us every fucking thing we need right now. Right, Anna? Don't you want to be there for your sister? She's there in the hospital. She could possibly be dying right now, Anna.
R.I.P.
Do I have to comment?
Do I have to comment? Well, there was so much said. I don't know where to start.
Guess what, guys? Boom! You fucking roasted. There you go.
Roasted.
Look, my Maria had said that we live in separate rooms. Okay, I've been married for 27 years. Okay, this is my second marriage, his third marriage. All right, he got married very young at 15. I don't know why, for 6 months. Can't count that one. Okay, when I first met my husband, I owned my own home. He moved in with me and his son. He had custody of his son. And she says, how can a man accept a woman, this is Maria saying this, that doesn't allow him to see his kids? I raised his kid. What are you talking about? He was here today. He has 4 children. We're all united here. In 2 weeks, I'm having a party for my son's a 4-year-old, and my husband's kids are coming.
Aww.
That's who we are. When I turned 60, I had the best surprise party with my children from Orlando, Homestead, my stepson, all the grandchildren, all my family, all my friends that I've had for years. They showed up. Everybody was there. It was an I Love Lucy because I love Lucy all my life. So they gave me a surprise party. But, that's what you want. You want your family around you when they need you and when you need them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And this is what she doesn't see. And if you get cancer, I did have cancer twice. If you get cancer, and I don't need yes, cancer changes you. Cancer changes you and makes you appreciate life more. But I've always believed in God, and I've always believed in family. I have a very big family, and I've always believed in unity. And I believe that tomorrow's not promised. So you got to make the best out of everything you have, and don't go around hurting people. I I'll tell you, in my life, even in school, like in starting, I would say from.
I mean, kind of the do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Isn't that the golden rule that we all learned in childhood?
High school, whatever. I've never gotten mad at anybody where I'm going to say the horrible things that she says to people, to strangers, but not even to people. Like I've had all my girlfriends probably since a lot of them since elementary. I got into one argument. I told you about that, John. One argument with a girl that a friend that I've had from high school, because she did not approve in her Christian way. She did not like or approve. She made it loud and clear that she did not approve of my son's wedding, and she didn't approve of my son adopting. And I didn't argue with her. I'm not going to go to her level. That's just not who I am. But I did unfriend her, and that was the end of it. But I don't go as low as to make somebody's life miserable. If you and I do not see eye to eye, which that's the only friend that I've actually ever done that to, I just will unfriend you, and that's it, because my family will always come first. And if you can't accept my son's lifestyle, that's not my problem. That's your problem.
What's funny right now is that, they're all in, I guess, Roadhog, and oh, Maria's in the hospital. I also need to know the doctor's MCAT scores. I also need to know the nurses' ACT and S.
It really must have been that day that the original Lauren Marie, the day that they went to lunch. I don't remember this happening that night. That's funny.
SAT scores. I don't think this is, I have to prove everything in fucking stone, so I don't think it's, and now it's on that this is the top.
Because this interview, I don't even think was planned. They'd been live for like an hour. They'd been live for almost they were live for 2 hours and 48 minutes before Anna even came up. And this was a nighttime stream. So it definitely wasn't. Maria was already super, super stressed out prior to the stream to go into the hospital that day. I can't believe it was that day.
Topic of discussion on Roadhog's channel.
You know what's funny?
And also Reddit.
Is that, remember, when I first came out against Maria, she said she was taking her phone in to get checked because she feared that I hacked her phone.
Weird.
Did she really? Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
And she suggested that everybody go and get their phone checked because you don't know.
Weird.
Oh, should we ping her phone? I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry. I don't know when I should order the candlelight vigil outside Maria's hospital room. Are we not all on board with that?
Oh, Lord.
We could sing, it would be a very Brady Christmas where Brady sings, what did she sing at the end? And then Mike comes out of the construction sites that it fell down, and Mike went in to be a hero, and then Carol sings, the Christmas song, and, everything works out at the end. What was it? Oh, come, all ye faithful, yes. Joyful and triumphant. So I think that we all really need to get to Maria's hospital room, and I will be the Carol Brady, and I will sing that song, and then come let him hold him, and then we can all wish Maria well.
Oh, Lord.
What?
The only thing I say is, in a couple of years, or who knows when, because before it was Facebook, now it's YouTube, maybe in a year, maybe in 2 years, she won't know who any of you guys are anymore. And guess who? She's not going to know who anybody is either.
You're wrong, because it's almost 2 years and she's more fucking angry and mean than ever.
Her family, because they're not going to be around anymore. She doesn't think about that, but there's no back into this group. I'll tell you that. I mean, maybe my aunts might talk to her one day or something, but she's not ever going to be in any of my get-togethers. That's for sure. I'm not hateful. I'm not spiteful like that, but I just don't need it. I don't need the negative anymore in my life.
Kirsten,
Anna, if I may,
Whitney, please. Can you block Will?
I just have a question. You obviously saw that she
finally singing "Oh Come All Ye Faithful" and I'm astral projecting myself right in front of Maria's hospital room right now, because I think I'm just worried the most about her current state. So I'm just gonna keep singing it to my head and waiting for Mike Bray to walk out. Go ahead, Reagan.
Okay. While you pray, I'll continue. I can't even take this seriously. I gotta look away while I ask. I know that you probably saw when she posted my son as a minor.
No.
So my question, okay, she did twice. Okay. Speaking of which, I text you, by the way. I'd been meaning to do that.
Okay.
Your number was sent to me. So just you have it now. But yeah, you're welcome. My question to you is, would her daughter approve of her grandson's photos and stuff being shared?
No. I already made her aware of it, and she was so upset. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that she has asked not to put on
I
the pictures.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Like pictures, videos, all of that? Does she knows
No.
about it?
No, she knows about the pictures because I told her yes.
Okay.
Who would want their kids' pictures
I mean, I really don't know, because you don't know what to believe, because she makes it sound like she's watching the grandchild every single day.
My niece and her husband work from home.
Wait, John, hold on. What?
My niece and her husband work from home. They take care of their own child.
Oh,
wow.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. They've always taken care of their baby.
So Maria's daughter works from home, which is good. I don't know if she still does, but at the time she was able to work. Well, maybe with the new child, she's hopefully still able to work from home. That's amazing. But also a little scary if you got a psycho mom.
You know, she needs awakening. She needs to realize that her kids and her grandson are more important than any of this stupidity.
She does need to realize that her grandchild is more important. Poor Carlos.
It's sad.
Oh, jeez. I want to hear what Anna has to say.
For him.
No. She had a shower for her grandchild. Oh no!
Yes, a YouTube like baby shower. She got a bunch of money and.
Oh, I didn't know that. God, I have to.
Wait, who got a YouTube baby shower? Wait, what?
Oh, I sent a gift through Amazon. I think that she was supposed to pass on to her daughter. Do you guys, anybody remember that? Maria did a wish list for an Amazon wish list for her daughter for the first pregnancy. Reagan just reminded me of that.
They did on their channel.
It wasn't really a party. It was just saying that she's got a wish list. Did she do? I don't remember her doing any kind of gift opening because all the stuff supposedly went straight to her daughter.
No, I didn't know that.
Maybe if you weren't singing.
That's an interesting question to jot in my mind for stuff I'm curious about now. If her daughter ever actually got all those presents, or did Maria get them and then return them? Wow.
Eulogies and shit.
Okay, first off, I was channeling my inner Carol Brady, so you're.
No, that sounded like it was from Home Alone when he's walking home with his groceries.
Home Alone?
Yes. When he's trying to run from the burglars.
Type of Christmas songs that you play on that movie. That's like do.
Good, Dreamy. Thank you. I wish I could put comments on the screen and I can't.
Why did I mention it?
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. May your dreams be made.
Thank you, Star. Yeah, that's my that's the little dog that my husband got me for our 25th anniversary. That's the baby of the family now.
Aww, it's a cutie.
But that's one of many because I used to foster, and unfortunately I stayed with a lot of them. Stop, guys. I love dogs. Hey.
I love dogs too. They can be the biggest pain in the ass, but I cannot imagine my life without them.
I know, me either. I love dogs, but I cannot foster because I cannot give them up. So no more for me. And my poor mom doesn't like dogs, but now she has to get used to it, but she's doing fine with them. They're small dogs and they don't bother her. No, my mom's been asleep. Oh my God. My neighbors are having a party. Come on, guys. You want to come in? Come on. Go inside.
Oh, it's about the witching hour. Time for some drunk TikTok.
Oh my God, I just realized Maria got a dog that's identical to her sister's. Isn't Peanut like that dog that Anna's got on her avatar? So Maria had to copycat her sister and get the exact same dog?
TikTok dances in the pool.
I'm eating a whole lot of corn right now, so
What the hell's on your corn?
What? Like, oh shit!
Oh God! Oh God! You just dropped that on your dick?
It's not on my lap, so I'm still gonna eat it. Mark. I'm good. What's up?
It's just so.
Oh my God.
Whatever's
And,
going on, I don't want
my
to
Not
see
that
it.
it's fun to eat
Gross.
corn on a lie, but you know what? I'm gonna keep going with it. So I'm just gonna eat my.
Eating corn is gross. I don't want to watch him eating corn, and I knew this was coming up. I'm so glad. It's so gross. Like watching people eat corn. Yuck. I guess he dropped it in his lap.
Eat my corn and keep my mouth shut.
my husband decided to buy a fishing jet ski, and my stepson decided to buy another one also. And then we really enjoy going fishing in the Keys with them and spending time in the ocean. But unfortunately, he got hurt in November, and he hasn't been able to go back to work. He's on disability. But we're hoping that, he'll get better and he'll be back in the ocean again. Us, that we don't do nothing, that we live a boring life. Yeah. She says, I don't travel because I don't like to fly, and I don't go on boats. I probably have traveled more than she has. That's for sure. I don't have phobias of boats. I don't have phobias of planes. I don't have any of that.
Does she have a phobia of boats?
No, but she was saying that I do.
Question for a friend: does she have a phobia of corn by any?
Does she have any phobias?
I know.
She has a phobia of the truth. She has a phobia of respect.
Seriously, Addie, who the hell eats corn without the pokers?
Wait, I love corn.
Coco, he's not happy.
Wait, hold on. Corn all over the place.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah, what
so
the hell are you doing?
gross.
I mean, corn. What?
You're gonna have shit all over your teeth now.
Corn's a full fucking service sport in this house. Like,
Oh my god.
It looks like it.
I like corn.
Now you probably need to go wash your corn.
No, look.
Well, you can love corn, but why you gotta love corn on camera?
I'm eating corn. I'm quiet.
Well,
Okay.
why'd you turn your mic off? We were just
Well-
getting some free entertainment.
If you want to watch me eat more corn, that's on y'all. Okay, you can watch me eat corn if you want.
No, that's
I just
Watching you
didn't-
eat corn is just about as
I didn't-
bad.
luckily I had a choice. So I'll shut up. It's just you can kind of see just the bottom of him out of the, like at the very bottom of the screen. You can see him picking up the corn kernels.
Bad
didn't
as
know
watching someone eat a banana.
if I didn't know if I was being distracting.
Which is good because we do need some comedy in this mess of ugliness of Maria.
With my corn eating.
Well, it's less distracting than you singing Home Alone songs.
It's delicious corn.
And it's like, fuck these people, I'm out.
They're crazy. No, I'm just kidding.
Anna, so you heard
Her
the wet sock thing tonight.
talk.
What do you think about all that?
I just think it's horrible. I think it's horrible, and I think it's horrible that I think it's horrible that I'm her twin. Hello, that she's pushing on her community tab all those Angela things, all those wet sock things, everything that has to do with you. So she's still pretty much harassing you, and she just doesn't want to stop. She won't stop.
No,
You
I
know,
don't think
like
she ever
when-
will.
No, and when her and Ann, I mean,
Georgie.
61 years old. Come on. Her and
Yeah.
Ann went up there and discussed my finances and my bankruptcies and my refinance and how much I bought the house for and how much I owe for the house. I was like, what the heck is wrong with these people? What is wrong with them? Seriously. You're going to tell me what I've done financially wrong? I can tell you one thing I haven't done. I haven't stolen from anybody.
Nah.
I never have.
Like a bank?
Never.
Like a bank?
Not
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Or how about like a college fund?
Well, Anna, you came into a community that does that. You weren't the first whose finances got ripped apart. Not saying it should have happened, but yeah, anyway. I actually wanted to say something else. It wasn't that, and I forget.
Fund.
No. My parents saved for
okay.
that damn college fund. They saved for that college fund.
Oh, yeah, she never robbed anyone. She made a good, honest living of hard work and sweat and honesty, unlike her sister.
For
So
for her
disgusting.
granddaughter, for my mother's granddaughter, because she knew out of her 4 kids that my niece wasn't going to have a chance to go to college if my parents didn't pay for it. My kids didn't get a college fund from them. I had to pay for that. My sister's kids didn't get it. My little sister, but Maria's got it because my mother knew my sister wasn't going to save for her daughter's college fund. And where's the money? Where's the money? the money's gone because I talked to my niece the other day and we talked about it, and she's still paying a student loan, and that money was put away for my niece's college fund.
Wow.
So that's double whammy, double savings taken out, savings, college fund, everything.
I believe it though. It took me. I went to college for 1 year, and that was in 1989. So I paid off my student loan in 2001 when I bought a house, but my mom helped me pay it off. I had just like $1,500 left on it, and I needed to clear it to buy the house, to get, qualified and all that. And so my mom helped me with that. But that was just for 1 year. I can't imagine. I mean, I don't know when this was. For some reason, I thought it was the 90s. But maybe it was a little later. But it wouldn't surprise me if it took 30 years to pay off, student debt at all. Like I said, for 1 year, it took me for 1 year of college, it took me 11 years, and my mom helped me with that last 1,500. It probably, with all the interest in that, I probably would have been paying it for another couple of years.
You cannot trust her with a penny, any money, period. You can't. Bottom line, she has an issue. She has an issue and she just won't get help.
What's your name? Oh,
Like,
shit.
I just don't get it. Does Carlos just not care, or does
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Like, I know he's not.
No, he's grateful that she's on the internet, like that she's not
It probably gives
bothering
him a
him.
break.
Are you kidding me?
No, I know he's not happy with what's going on. I know that for a fact.
really?
Yes, I do know that for a fact.
Wow.
But I mean,
Hey,
let me tell
Amber.
you something. If it was my husband is
Amber, I'm doing the old Anna interview, and I think I asked you last week if you still had a copy of yours, and I believe you said no, you don't. Is that correct? I just want to make sure that you said no, you don't, because I think I started to get excited, but you were answering somebody else, and then you came back to me and were like, nope, I don't. And I'm like, oh, balloon deflated.
is a very nice, like very easygoing person. But if I have this issue, I think my husband will probably rip off the damn internet, like out of this house. If he knows that I have an issue and can't get off, he's gonna do it. If it affects our real life, he'll say, I need you to get off the
Okay,
internet.
thanks.
You're not well. You gotta get some help, or he'll just turn it off. And you know what? I would never put myself in that situation. Like, it's just not worth it. It's not. And
So
having cancer twice, you get the stress to kill you again.
yeah.
So it's not even worth it. It's not. And she didn't see that the first time around. And she needs to stop lying, because I have proof that I told Yahoo Boy that I had cancer first. Because he texted me, or he not text me. He what was it? I think it was Instagram or something.
So Maria lied all along, and she gives Yahoo Boy the proof that Maria had been lying all along about how she said her sister never told her.
And I told Dee, which Dee was friends with her. I have that proof. I told Brooke.
The Yahoo Boy sent you a message yelling at you because he was saying that Maria had cancer first.
No, Yahoo Boy and I spoke one time on a message, and he had asked me about if Maria's ever been arrested or if Carlos been arrested. I don't know. I haven't been in their lives for years. But then he asked me about the cancer, and I said, yes, I had cancer first. And then I said the same story in December. I got an accident. I told her, check yourself. And then he goes, was it chemo or was it radiation? How serious was it?
Oh yeah, wait, no, stop. So Yahoo Boy is asking you about your cancer, if you had chemo or radiation, and like, who the fuck is he to you to ask these questions?
I don't know, but then he turns it around and supposedly he tells her that I said
Wow.
the cancer first. And she says, I didn't have the cancer first, and nobody ever said you had the cancer first. Listen to John's interview. Listen to Amber's interview. I always said I was the one that had it first. And I called her and told her about it, because no matter how much I hate you, and hate's a big word, but I don't want to say hate, but I just don't want her in my life anymore. But I will never let anybody die on purpose, because people tell you that you have cancer, that, that it's a family thing, it's a hereditary, and you might get it. I would never do that.
It's horrible.
It really is.
I just don't get this whole meddling.
Which is exactly what Maria said you did. The exact opposite of what you did and what your intention was is what Maria decided to go with. Yet again, proving that everything that comes out of that lying fucking cunt's mouth is projection of her own bullshit. Ugh.
Into people's family. Like, what the fuck? Or people's health?
I don't know, but I've said it. I said it, and then she doesn't know what cancer I got the second time because I didn't tell her because it's not hereditary, and she's having a fit. Oh, it's not hereditary. It's not hereditary. She's not gonna catch it. It's gonna happen. So that's it. Like we weren't speaking. Like if it's hereditary, of course I'm gonna tell you.
Did you answer to him?
Yeah, I have text. I have a message here. He said that Maria was going after his wife and his kid and whatever, and I believed it all.
Oh my God.
Well, she did do that.
That was years ago. Yeah.
She did do that.
She posted his kid.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
One of many kids she posted.
It's scary how many people, like other people's children, she must have saved.
Not unlike
And like when she
Geneva.
posted my children as minors, I've never.
But you know who's got the most kids saved is Geneva. But Geneva and Maria aren't the only ones who saved pictures of kids either. I could say at least 2 others, but I'll leave them the fuck alone for right now because I don't want to get into them.
Never shared those pictures with her. She had to go find him.
Listen, I know that for a fact. She took my mother's phone to take pictures of me on my Facebook because I don't post pictures. So I know that's what she. Oh, sorry. Did I just close the door on you? Oh God, these dogs. So yeah, I know that she did that. I know that that's what she wants because she makes fun of that I've gained weight or lost weight or if I look sick. Or
No,
whatever.
we've seen you in court, and like
No, you look.
Anna, can you?
Fine.
So
look
Brooke,
fine, girl.
you talked to Brooke.
Yeah.
And you told Brooke about how crazy Maria is because Brooke went live and said, like, what about the, so Brooke, you've known this the whole time.
She knew the whole time. Also, I guess like Maria has. So.
Yeah, Brooke. And I spoke when Maria was calling Brooke out for having an affair, saying that her husband was abusive, and she sent me all these messages, and Maria was making her life miserable, and
Oh, I love how you said that.
Put
The affair that Brooke had, that Maria was the one that outed and not me.
Yes, I have that message.
There you go. Hey, Brooke Graham, you watching?
She still has the message.
Yeah.
She still has the message, Brooke Graham. And then you're going to lie and say you weren't having an affair.
Listen, after Brooke said what she had to say about my kids, that was when I told you, when she said, I'm going to reach out to your ex-husband. I'm going to reach out to
you. You know what? Anna,
she said she was going to reach out to your ex-husband?
Yes.
It's raining dicks right now.
And
Really.
What the fuck?
Yeah, did they try to reach out to her? She just said, yeah.
John, what the fuck are you doing?
You hear that?
It's raining truth dicks right now. A lot of truth dicks are coming. There's a truth dick coming out. Like, oh, I'm going to suck that truth dick.
It's raining truth dicks. I'm going to suck that truth dick. What the fuck? If truth dicks are lies, then okay. But don't make truth dicks lies. That's like blasphemy to a truth dick. Jeez.
Raining truth right now.
It's
and like all this shit I've been accused of and all like God fucking mighty.
Everyone wants to sit on it. These lying little asses.
I'm going to go back to my kern. So keep going.
No, so whatever. I was kind of shocked, to be honest with you, after all the stuff that she had said about Maria, that she turned around and became friends again. Yeah, they were gonna reach out to my ex-husband and my job. That's what Brooke said. And they said literally that I would grab my son's face when they were little and tell them to their face how useless they were. And
what?
Why would Brooke say that? Why would Brooke say that? Why would Brooke say that?
Are you
about
serious?
Me? She doesn't even know me. And guess what? This one that was a single mom raising 2 boys. My sons are both college educated. And guess what? Who paid for it? I didn't steal the damn money. You think I'm going to grab my kids and tell them how worthless and how useless they are?
Girl, you go.
Please, give me a break. That's not who I am, and that's not who I ever be. And guess what? My ex-husband was bad. Like, yes, he had an affair and he had a baby. But we're still friends. We have to be friends. We have grandchildren. Like, we don't talk or anything, but I see him and his girlfriend of 20 years now.
Hey, Jenny.
At all the birthday parties. Because we just had a grandson. We just went to meet him at the same time. That's life. Why have that hate? I don't hate him. I've met somebody much better. I'm happy for 27 years already. Why would I hate my ex-husband for what he did?
Look, another functional relationship of exes that can be friendly with each other for the sake of the bigger family. Forget the word I need, but you know what I'm saying. That's really nice.
For falling in love and getting away and going with somebody else. It didn't even work out. Having an affair, but that's life, you know? And then Maria's like, oh, he was such a nice guy. Yeah, he was, right? He left your sister with 2 little boys. He was really nice. But guess what? This woman is strong. And I don't care that he left me. I don't care. Because you know what? I don't surround my life around a man. I will survive whatever it takes. That I got lucky and I met a good husband now? Yes, I got very lucky that I met somebody really, really nice. And he's raised them since they were little. But it doesn't define me what my ex-husband did to me. That doesn't define our life. We're still normal and we still get along. Why am I not going to get along? We were very young. We were very young and we weren't meant for each other. Who cares? Close the chapter, keep on going. You don't have to hate everybody.
People look at every aspect of your life like, you know, why isn't John and Cody checking at the hotel? Like, it's none of your fucking business where we go.
That is crazy. And I saw the pictures that they were taking of the hotel, trying to figure out where you guys were. That was just.
And then they figured, like, you know, they thought we were at some Comfort Inn, Quality Inn,
they figured,
in like an hour from Angela's house. And then they decided next that we were at some Comfort Inn by our friend Reagan's house. Like, you know, but, huh?
Oh, Lord.
I know.
Yes, Brooke, I do cook. I cook really well. I cook and I clean my house. And my husband cooks too. He cooks really well too. And we take turns. I do a lot of housework, but he does a lot too. And
then we were still saying, like, you know, we were never going down there. Like, I had plans to meet with Anna for lunch.
Yeah.
It's none of their fucking business.
No, they're saying, like, we were never going down to Florida. If that's their argument that we were never going down to Florida.
If I were to go to the goddamn grocery store, that's my business.
So why was that whole big thing planned if we were never going down there to begin with? Crazy.
Look, the only thing I'm going to say is that you, not me, because I'm not telling you I'm perfect, because everybody can make mistakes, but Maria and her husband made mistakes when they were young. They could have easily, asked for forgiveness and move on with their lives, but they have an issue with that, and they don't know how to. They never have, and they just make it worse and worse and worse, and that's the reason why people just cut them out. We don't want to hear it anymore. We don't want to hear the negativity of life or the negativity of your problems or who you don't get along with today. We don't care. She had a big, big, big problem with one of my cousins, and it was on and on. I had to go to work at 7:30, and every morning at 7 o'clock, that phone would ring from 7 to 7:30.
Did Maria ever get along with anybody in your family?
No. And she says
and there it is, right there.
She's like,
my brother.
People, not everybody can be blessed to have a family that they can love and that can love them back in the ways that are needed. And, some people might be estranged from their whole families, but they also have a lot of good friends and they've been able to get married and have kids and move on in life. They haven't, been as warped and twisted as Genevra or, Momo or Jules.
And there it is.
She doesn't see my brother. She doesn't make attempt to see him. It's just like blows me away. She changed. I'm not gonna lie. She changed from when she was growing up. She changed.
So Carlos is aware that she has a protection order filed against her, right?
I don't know. I don't speak to him, but I know his daughter does. She didn't think it was real, but I told her it is.
So he has to know.
She didn't think it was real?
No, she didn't think it had anything to do with the guns or whatever. And my husband's like, don't warn her. Just let it go. And I don't know why I honestly did, but I just don't think that she's stable enough to be able to have all those guns. It's not a good idea. It's not.
No. Hell no, it's not.
Anna, would you agree that your sister is a sick woman?
Would I what?
If that's the case, if she ended up telling Maria's daughter, and Maria's daughter found out that maybe Maria's daughter truly did do them a solid and take in the guns for Carlos. I don't know. I don't know if they're in her house or not. I know what her story is that her daughter is now housing them for them. And if she was, it's strictly for her father, not her mother.
would you agree that your sister is a sick woman?
Yes.
And that she has no limits and will do
No.
whatever.
She has no limits. John, she literally, when I was on my vacation to meet my grandson, she made my mother's life miserable, screaming at her. And my mother is a very quiet woman. She won't fight back. And she screamed and screamed and screamed. So who gets it after that? I did. I got a call from my mother. And what did you do? And what did it? She tells my mother, she tried to tell my mother that I was in the mafia. Then I find out what she meant by that. Then I saw that she was involved with this Tony Soflo guy and Chicago Muscle. I'm like, Mom,
Wait, what?
she's involved with people from the mafia.
Wait, I gotta rewind this.
My mother's life miserable, screaming at her. And my mother is a very quiet woman. She won't fight back. And she screamed and screamed and screamed. So who gets it after that? I did. I got a call from my mother. And what did you do? And what did it? She tells my mother, she tried to tell my mother that I was in the mafia. Then I find out what she meant by that.
She tries to tell her mother that Anna was in the mafia?
Then I saw that she was involved with this Tony Soflo guy and Chicago Muscle. I'm like, Mom.
And then she goes and sees that Maria's involved with some fake wannabe mafia people. Some losers on YouTube called MobTube.
She's involved with people from the mafia. She's involved with somebody who's been in jail for I don't know how many years for hitting a woman. I said, that's the kind of people she likes to hang around with. I said, don't believe everything she says. And then when I went on vacation and she said she did that screaming to my mom, I was like, no, this is not going to happen anymore. This is not going to happen. Because my mother called me hysterical. And then my mother was on her own in her house because I went on vacation and she wanted to stay. And then this happened. That's when I said, Mom, I'm on my way back. I'm going to stop at your house a minute and block. She goes, do that. I want you to block her on my cell phone and my house phone. Because this is not going to be happening anymore. You do not treat the person who brought you into this world that way. And if she had an excuse that my mother was a druggie, abusive, or whatever, then I can understand you want to separate. But my mother took care of all our children. They didn't have alcohol problems. There was no drug problems. There was no abuse. My father never hit my mother. My father never cussed at my mother. We went to vacations. There was no reason to treat your mother the way she has treated our mother. And yet, I'm the only sibling that will get involved. I'm the only sibling that would say no.
If that's the truth, it's a much more well-rounded home than my house. But how does one like Maria become so fucked up? Like, what happened to her to make her so twisted, but everybody else not?
No more.
At all.
Stop. This is not going to happen.
You're the strong one.
Yeah, but I'm like, I tell my younger sister, why don't you just cut her off already? Because she's like, oh my God, she's texting me every time there was an issue.
But I guess Jules and Jenny could also be the fucked up ones, too, and everybody else could be normal. So it's possible. I wonder how that happens.
She would text your sister this and it, and I'm like, oh my God, just tell her stop.
Lots of people had so many worse childhoods and are so much better of human beings than her. So many.
Don't even answer the phone. And then I'm like, how can you not be mad at her? You're asking her not to reach out to your ex-husband, and this woman still reaches out to him because she says he's family.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Georgie
like,
did.
My sister's like, oh, my sister's like very like, oh, I don't want any problems.
And Anna, like, do you believe,
right, Chris?
Like, I would not have made a singular threat if it wasn't because of what your sister was doing?
I know you would. You wouldn't. I honestly believe you wouldn't have done it. I believe the seed was planted for you to lose it. That's what I believe.
Well, you were there. You were there at the last court date.
Yeah.
And we won handily.
Yeah.
And
then for her to be told no video, no pictures, and for her to bluntly take a picture of me and not care.
Sarita told you that? Because Maria has said that before, so Sarita's right on. Sarita would be correct. Go Sarita.
What the judge said, that shows you she has no respect for the law. She doesn't care.
I love the name Sarita, actually.
She does not care.
Doesn't.
I tell my mom, she's spiraling, and I've been saying this for years and years and years. She's spiraling, and she's going to get in trouble with the law. And my mom's like, oh, don't say that because I don't want anything bad. I go, it's not a matter of you wanting. It's a matter of she can't control herself. She can't control her life. And she can't mess up people's lives. She can't do this.
She's been doing it and getting away with it. And thankfully for people like you, like, standing up. But yeah, she's been getting away with this for too long. And like every day, like I wake up, like now this wet sock motherfucker is like, like Maybe you should send him a message or a comment. Say, hi, I'm Maria's twin sister, and you're full of shit. It's just crazy. It's all crazy.
And like I said, and you know, we threw my mother her 80th celebration, a surprise party, and of course, Maria had to mess up the surprise because she wasn't invited, but her kids were, but she wasn't invited. And
of course she would.
Number one, she's not going to be invited to my house, and number two, if she's 80, what happened to the other, let's say, the other 59 years? Why didn't you do a party? Why didn't she ever do a party for my mom and not invite me? I wouldn't get mad, but why didn't she ever throw a party for my mom? When my niece and my nephew were born, we were not, because I was so stupid and I had in my head, family, 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 family. Me and my little sister were not picked as a godmother. That tells you anything? From when my niece and nephew were born. We were never picked as a godmother. So that tells you there's controlling issue, there's problems, whatever. Call it whatever. But this has been going on for too many years. This has been going on for way too many years. And she's tried to destroy so many people on the internet. And I don't know why. I mean, maybe she's not. And maybe some people don't believe in God or whatever, but I do. But maybe she's not scared of going to hell. Because if she doesn't care about her own kids, I saw when my niece went on there. I saw when she went on Reddit. And her first, Maria's
your sister runs fucking hell. Like, if this was Little Nicky, like, if you're watching the movie Little Nicky, Anna.
Mean girl
with Adam Sandler.
Oh yeah.
Like, okay, like you're Little Nicky on it, trying to do like the right thing, and like you know.
I was laughing. I said she does indeed run hell. Okay. Oh, I'm excited, Jen, to see some fun crafts.
Like trying to get the word out about like your horrible fucking siblings, and like there's fucking Maria as like, you know, the Eric Idle or the other guy that he, you know, it was just.
And she's so amazing and everything else like that, and it's like how like so different, like, you know what I mean? Like your identical twin could be like so mean.
Thank you, Cody.
I gotta go back to the corn.
Even
Sorry.
towards, like your own family, like, you know, like not even just towards just random people, but your own family too. You know, like just mean, and she's so loving.
I just gotta say, John just made a comment that he's going back to the corn, and I immediately thought of all the corn bombing and how the word corn didn't mean corn, and then I had to remind myself, oh wait, he's eating corn. Not that they're, you know, not that they talk about corn. It's just all the corn talk lately.
Oh my god, look at this. What now?
Like Anna's like loving. Like that's what I'm saying. Like she's so loving. Like Anna's loving and like she cares.
You know, I got a mouthful of corn, Dill Pickle.
Thank you.
What?
Like I wasn't being a smart ass. Like I wasn't saying it that way, but no, like you're such a sweet person. Like
I'm not gonna play this game with this asshole.
One just does not get.
Why? Because he wants to get clicks and views off me, like everybody else has over like the last decade. Like I don't know what's going on here. Like I don't care.
John loves his turn.
Everything that Roadhog's saying about me is correct. I am Hitler's son. I'm Jadolf Hitler Jr. Hey.
If she realized
Dill Pickle deleted their account.
That life is so damn short, and she has a beautiful grandson. She has two beautiful babies, you know, a daughter and a son. If she could only change, she could appreciate them more. But she's not doing that.
I don't understand it. Like I would be off of this in a heartbeat. Like if I had like the beautiful.
Dill Pickle was remember who Dill Pickle was, you guys? That was that blonde lady. I forget her name. That used to do the Housewives recaps with him in Brooklyn and Wisdom. That's who the Dill Pickle was. She blew up her account. It's gone.
Beautiful family. Like I just want to be with family and stuff. And it's like this is more important. I don't understand it.
Listen, when my little sister was in a coma, and my little sister's an angel too. She is the sweetest person ever. And when she was in a coma, and this woman would not go visit her at all. Even though we were speaking, even when we weren't speaking, I would leave. I would leave and let her be there. She didn't want to be there. And then I told my nephew, my little sister's son, that
he put her comment on the screen. He is saying that if what he is hearing, talking about Roadhog and something. Okay. But anyway, yeah, that was that. What? I cannot remember what her name was. Oh, it was, Teddy. Because they joked that she, looked like Teddy or something from Real Housewives of, Beverly Hills.
That my sister's daughter was younger. She was in high school. She was starting high school. I told my nephew, I said, I live in Miami. They live in Broward. I said to my nephew, listen. Oh, and her husband, and now her ex-husband, used to work like really, really weird
Right,
hours.
Kirsten?
So I told my nephew as the aunt, I said, Peter, I shouldn't say names. You're older. You're older now. You're older than your sister. She's in high school. Please make sure that your sister's home every night at a decent time. And if you want to come have dinner with us at the hospital, we're going to be here every day having dinner at the cafeteria. You can come join us. Or if you need money, just tell me and I'll give you money. But please take care of your sister, because when my sister wakes up, if something happens to you guys, she's going to kill me. You know, you guys have to take care of each other,
That's
because I have to
scary.
be here for her.
No.
You're absolutely
And
right.
then Maria turned it around and told my nephew, you don't have to believe anything she tells you. You don't have to listen to Anna. Who the hell does she think she is? And all I said was to take care of your sister.
Right?
And all I said was, come have dinner with us, or if you need money, let me know. You know, or you could have dinner with us every day at the hospital.
You're the bad person.
And she turned around and said that. You don't have to listen to them. You don't have to listen to her at all. It's not anything bad. It's called taking care of your niece and nephew, and your sister's in a coma. That's what I was doing.
Jeez.
But nothing changes her. She didn't care. My sister lost 70 pounds in a month and a half in a coma. And she went from straight hair to super curly.
And Maria couldn't be bothered to lay a hand of helping.
You know, she had long hair, and it went straight curly up to her shoulders, not even her shoulders. That's how messed up she was, because she lost 70 pounds in 1.5 months.
Yes.
She's lucky that she woke up.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Ugh.
She's lucky that she woke up. She had to leave. She had to leave the hospital with a machine, a feeding tube.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
really,
that's
really bad. It was really, and I got depressed when my dad passed. But when my sister was about to die, I thought, and I'm not a depressed person, I'm not, and I thought I was going to go into a state of depression.
I mean, especially being stuck with Maria. It's really sad. I'm so glad her sister came out of it.
Bosses, thank God they were so nice. The first night I slept there in like some jogging pants and a shirt, and I went straight to work. And every time I would get to work, my bosses that I used to work for then
Scary.
are still my best friends. Like, we see each other all the time. They're coming to my grandson's birthday, and she would say to everybody in the office, just don't talk to her. Don't talk to her for now. Let her, because they knew I was going to cry. And they said, Anna, we were thinking if something happens to your sister, you're going to lose it. I felt like I was going to lose it. I didn't care that I had to drive to Broward every day. I just was so down to think, yeah, I did lose my dad, but to lose my younger sister, that would have been the worst. My sister was, I think, when this happened, she was 41, 42, something like that.
That's so
She went through
young.
a lot. She went through a lot, and it was all because of the thyroid cancer that I had, and Maria had, and my sister had.
Wow.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a quick surgery, and you know, don't worry about it. It's going to come out fine. It's just a quick surgery. She'll be out tomorrow.
At 42.
And then they're like, we're having a little bit of complications.
Aww.
Her thing spread. We have to keep her in a coma for a bit because it's too too infected.
Like a medical induced coma?
Yeah, it was infected, and they had to wait for it to come down. And then at the end, they were saying, you know, there's a possibility that she's not going to make it. And then forget it. We just lost it. And I mean, my father's side of the family, everybody was there waiting in the waiting room. It looked like
I'm still unsure. I thought she just said she did. Right, just me? And hello.
An invasion of the Cubans. We were all there in the waiting room while she was getting operated, waiting for her to see if she was going to make it.
That's support, though. That's family, you know.
Thankfully, she came out.
Yeah, she did come out.
But she wasn't there for that either.
That's sad. That's really sad.
Yeah. That is sad. What's sad is that they broke up the family, and the fact that my niece, I had to talk with her, you know, she has missed a lot. She's missed a lot of parties and stuff. And, you know, I've always put in my mind, okay, I'm not inviting Maria over, but now my niece and my nephew are grown. And yes, they have to be a part of our lives because they want to be a part of our lives. So they are going to be a part of our lives. And I will never stop talking to my niece or nephew, and I will always be inviting them. And until the day that they want to keep coming, they're always going to be welcome.
I'm glad that they have you and that they've got family that they can be a part of, considering how miserable their mother is.
I'm looking for a 4-bedroom house. And you know why I'm looking for a 4-bedroom house? Because in Orlando, they have bedroom suites, or whatever. And I'm looking for a 4-bedroom house that has 2 suites, that has the bedroom and the bathroom inside for both me and my mom.
I just pulled a Jules talking to the, it's like I'm talking to my TV screen.
My mom needs a special one, so I want to make her as comfortable. And Orlando, my son has a huge house in Orlando with he could have 5 in his bedroom. That's how big it is, and that's what I want for her. And I picked 2 extra rooms because my sister will be coming over. My brother will be visiting my mom. I told my niece and my nephew they're welcome to come. Obviously, I want them to come see their grandmother.
Yeah.
and that's it. That's why I'm buying a 4-bedroom house, because I want something that everybody's welcome to come. I want get-togethers. That's how I've always wanted. And we're gonna be close to my aunt, an hour and a half, her sister, one of her sisters, and so I'm gonna be retiring, and I'm gonna be helping her out, taking her to see her sisters, and we're just gonna live whatever years we have left, for her and for us. That's what you got to
That's amazing, and it's very thoughtful of you to think of other people like that.
That's what you got. That's what you have to do. That's what this world is about, man.
Yeah.
It's about your family, and spread the love, not the hate. The hate is too much. Too much.
Mhm.
Hate will kill people, and it's not going to get you anywhere in life. Not going to get you anywhere in life.
That's exactly it. The hate is not going to get any of us anywhere. It's not. And it takes far more energy to hate somebody than to not hate somebody. Like, seriously. It also causes more wrinkles. It causes more stress. It's bad for your heart. It's bad for your health.
Yeah.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
I just wanted everybody to talk.
I'm just like, I'm not gonna say I didn't see this coming.
I mean, I'm looking at Reddit right now, and like they're they're all crucifying you, Anna. All Maria's people are coming out in spades against you in Reddit as we speak. But I also see no update as to Maria's health situation since she's in the hospital. It went from Maria's in the hospital, oh well, her, to Anna's a lying bitch and she's crazy.
Hey, they can think of whatever they want, but let's put it this way: I'm the crazy one. Yet my mom.
I'm definitely guilty of calling Anna crazy back then. 100%. Yeah. I thought that Anna was following her all around and trying to harass her. Yeah, I was wrong.
My mom is here with me, yet my family is with me. My brothers and my sister, my brother and my sisters are here with me. My aunts, my uncles, everybody.
No, I know you're preaching to the choir. I'm just saying, like that's what they're saying right now.
I know, but they have to think about that. Something's wrong, obviously. But you know what? Her son asked for help. Her daughter asked for help, and nobody's willing to cut her down and say no more until they kicked her out from the damn Facebook. From what was that thing, John? I forgot what the name of it was. The show, whatever. They cut her out from that Facebook thing because she was just.
Yeah, that thing 10 years or 11 years ago. All those people are complaining in the Facebook about how psycho she was and stalky and trying to talk to all of the foreigners and all that craziness. And she's been I don't know what she was doing that led up to that, but boy, has she just gone full on crazy with the internet since then.
Too much, and I'm not going to talk about the court hearing or whatever, but one of the questions, and I'm not going to say what the question exactly was, that they asked me about was about Danielle. And I don't even know why her attorney would even ask, because Danielle reached out to me about how horrible Maria was with her.
Danielle was a witness for me. Despite what Whitney Lee just said on Brittany's channel a few days back, and what you said about Danielle Jabali, what I said about her 6 years ago, we're both past. And if Danielle was still feeling a certain way about it, she would not have testified for me against Maria Vega just recently. So Whitney Lee, if Danielle's moved past it, where the fuck are you? But go ahead, Anna.
Maria used to say horrible things about Danielle. Horrible things about her looks, her eyes, just like she picked on that Kendra girl with the eyes. She did that. She doesn't care. And, her daughter has an issue with an eye. Her grandson has an issue with his eye. Thank God they corrected his eye. But why are you making fun of others? Why are you making fun of others?
Oh, that's fucked up if her own daughter.
Yes.
And
grandson.
Jesus.
Sure is.
And it doesn't matter if Anna's here on my live and she's testified.
But again, that's not unlike Maria to make extra fun of something that might be awful in her life, to draw attention and make others feel like shit about the tiniest, slightest thing in common with it, to make herself not feel like such the motherfucking loser that she is. Okay, I think my ice machine is ready for me to get a cup of ice. Oh, good. I'm glad you did. All right, let me press play and go get a cup of ice.
For me in court, not once but twice, against her own twin sister. And then you see Kristen Maria's daughter say what she's had to say about her own mother on Reddit, not once but twice, and then you see her son on Reddit also talk about how crazy. So we have both of Maria's children and her identical twin sister, both saying that she's a fucking degenerate.
But they can't. I mean, what more family do you want?
I don't know, Maria. Maria. I'm sorry.
Don't ever do that.
I am so sorry I just called you Maria. I am so fucking sorry.
Okay.
But like, yeah, what you just said, like, yeah. Like, ugh.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I talked to Anna for a long time.
Open your ears, guys. Open your eyes. Open your ears. Listen to what's happening. I mean, obviously, I swear, John, we have not met. I'm 61 years old. I have never, ever, me or my little sister, my mom, we were talking about it the other day. We have never, ever met a friend of Maria's. My mother knows all my friends. My sister knows all my friends. I know my sister's friends. They call me. Like, we go on vacation with my friends, my sister, and we've gone on vacation with her, hers. It's like, we know each other's friends. They have my phone number. My friends have my little sister's phone numbers. My mother knows all of our friends. We've never met one of Maria's friends. Nobody has.
Before, and yet court keeps getting continued. Ain't that great?
That's crazy. Thank you, Barbara. That's just crazy. That's crazy.
And look at the look what they did. This whole lie, like this, they set this up to get Cody arrested, and Maria's behind it the whole time.
And listen,
I know all of it now. Paul was always gonna be the stooge. Debbie was gonna be the one to call. I've seen it all now. Everyone is turning on Maria left and right now because they know. And Reagan, you know what appointment we have on Monday, if she's still there. And no one asked for any of this. Like, why are we still getting attacked? All we did was go live on 95 South and say we're heading south. That's all we did. And then this started because, again, according to Maria, we weren't going to Florida at all. But then why were cops sent there? And then why was Paul and Debbie saying Cody's only 10 minutes away? And then why is Paul sending a text to Amzy saying they just missed us by 10 minutes? And then we went live threatening people, and Maria knew the whole fucking time. And then Wet Sock, this motherfucker. Wet Sock, you just signed your own death warrant on that one. Like, thank you, because at least we know you have money, right? You're this big shot blogger, right? Way bigger than I'll ever be. So good for you for sticking your teeth into that.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't do anything to, like, nothing. And, like, all we did, and, like, when, like, you stopped my husband from seeing his mother, I went live and threatened people. But that never needed to happen because Maria knew exactly what was going on from day fucking one and prior to that. And then I went live and people were saying, oh, John's threatening us. And then Wet Sox reporting on it tonight as if it's, like, brand new. Like, imagine if I was such a shitty 90-day blogger that I posted 3 weeks from now. Congratulations, David and Annie, on your pregnancy. No, I posted it when I found out about it, like, in seconds. But imagine if I waited 3 weeks and I said, oh, you know what? Congratulations. This is brand new news. What would everybody say?
That's crazy.
Weird.
That's crazy.
That's what we'd say.
So, Anna.
I put the dogs away.
No, I could have listened to those dogs all night. And I was fine with it. You're going above and beyond trying to, explain to the world. And this, Anna's going to pay for this live, just like Bolt did.
Yeah, listen,
I didn't want to listen at the time because I was loyal to Maria. But even if I had listened, I wouldn't have listened with open ears. So it wouldn't have made a difference if I had listened to it. I would not have listened to it with open ears. So, unfortunately, I'm finally listening to it. Or unfortunately, it's taken so long, but fortunately, I'm finally listening.
Oh, shoot. Hold on a second. Take the dogs outside for a second, honey. Go pick them up. Come on. Come on, guys. Hold on a second. Come on. All right, they're out. Okay. Oh, my husband took them out. If she wouldn't have done a 4-hour hate stream on me, she wouldn't have brought me in. She wouldn't have lied for 4 hours. I would have never had to do this. But you know what? I'm not going to turn my face, or I'm not going to turn and allow her to destroy somebody's life. It's just not going to happen.
And that's what she's doing.
Yeah. That's why I'm there, because I know it. And I heard the pain that she was causing you, and I wasn't going to allow that. Stop going real life. She was the one that put the restraining order on you, and she can't stop talking about you. because she does that to people. She just gets on one person and then she goes after that one person till you can't take it anymore, like she did Jabali. And that's just horrible, horrible.
And I try to take my own life.
Another reason Maria is like even worse because she's capable of going after 5 people at once with the same stamina of going after one person at once. It's not even funny, but if I don't laugh, then I might scream. Ugh. Oh, wow, Gypsy. And she probably said thank you to you, too. Had you been talking to her, though, she probably would have kicked you out. But because she wasn't speaking to you, she probably thanked you. The paradox of Maria. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, that's good. Everything's closed. I guess all that big storm stuff is going to hit you guys tomorrow if it comes to us on Saturday or tonight. I guess overnight tonight if school's closed. Okay, we have got like 20 minutes left.
Life, like, not both times because of her, but the second time, December 2nd, definitely because of her, because I couldn't take it anymore. And that was December 2nd of 2022. And here we are in July of 2024, and it's still the same shit.
Oh, Mods.
Yeah. I know that you tried. I know that Jules did too. Because I know.
Mods, please take care of Freeside and every single account that he comes in with a name even spelled half like that. Thank you.
Now that I heard that she had done something, I know that there was a girl before that was in the hospital because of her that tried to do her, to hurt herself. And from what I understand, she reached out to her mom.
This woman has put multiple people in the hospital. Like, you think I'm saying this because like I'm trying to be like overly dramatic, but it's true. It's true. Maria Vega has put multiple people in the hospital because of her bullying. I have her twin sister up here. You've seen her daughter speak, her son speak.
Holy crap.
What more is it? And then the people still like protecting, like what? What's it going to take for this woman to get locked up? Do I have to do it on camera?
You know what? Maybe what she needs is, I'm not gonna, I'd hate to see somebody locked up, but she needs help. She needs mental help, and she's not
going to get it. I mean, like, she's still lying about like your mother and you. Meanwhile, you're the one taking care of your mother. You're 61. How old's your mom? 80 what? 1, 2?
She's going to be 81.
81. You're a 61-year-old woman with your 81-year-old woman mother in the house that you're taking care of for a while, for months. You're taking care of her.
Exactly.
You're the one not on lives 24/7.
Yep.
And then she goes live every day talking shit about her mother, her sister, her family. But then they want to judge, and look what it did to Cody's family.
Yeah, when she started saying something about, Cody hasn't seen her mom in 10 years or 12 years and she's suffering from cancer. Girl, you didn't see her and she was 15 minutes away. What are you talking about? When she told Jules, you didn't even see your father for Easter. You didn't even call him. Girl, you didn't call your mom either or see her for Easter. So what are you talking about? Why are you judging people when you can't do that? Because you live that life. You don't.
It's
doesn't care. So why are you judging her?
I don't know anything about my family.
And me and Anna talk like a lot, because she's really the only person I can talk to about a lot of stuff, because Anna has a good shoulder to cry on. She really does.
I put a barrier in front for her, and that was the end of it. Like, that's it. No more.
Because there's the only person on earth that would know this person better would be Anna, and she has really been there for me.
She's amazing.
And
one last thing, because I'm gonna hang up.
I'm gonna end this 5 in a second too, but go ahead. Yeah,
I'll tell you one last thing. But all these people think, first of all, she judges everybody. She was a child, everybody's kid, how you raise them, how you don't. She has never been a good mother. Okay, show the proof of everything, and that I called CPS. She said she was going to do it, so show it. She's never been a good mother. Her daughter had a baby shower at a park, and that poor girl wasn't ready. There was nothing done. If it wasn't for my little sister stepping in to help her, Maria didn't lift a finger. Who does that? Who doesn't help your child for a baby shower? She showed up like it's nothing.
Her daughter told that story also. Or told a story about how Maria never helped at the baby shower also. and that her dad wasn't in the best of health and shouldn't be doing any of the lifting or anything. And Maria wouldn't do anything.
Nothing like, oh, hey, I'm here. You know, no, she's not a good mother. She's not. Why she's having a problem with her kids? You tell me.
Her own daughter corroborated that story.
Because obviously,
he's not a good human being.
No. No.
And it's like, I'm just dumbfounded by these people that still keep like protecting her, and Maria, her platform was like, I'm the best mom, and fuck you, Siwa, you're a horrible mom, and Jules, you'll never have a kid, and John, your cats are fat, and she wants to cast judgment on everybody, but nobody in her fucking family wants anything to do with her.
I would have honestly hoped that a grandchild would change her.
By somebody else until you have a perfect life yourself.
And now she's in the hospital. Can we get an update?
How convenient.
I just love people. It's like me judging people and their parenting. I can't go live if you're a shitty parent because I'm not a parent. I'm a child who had parents. I could talk about it in that regard, but but also if you're really neglecting your kids, I think anybody calls somebody a shitty parent. I don't fucking know. All I know is that Maria has been at this for too long, and after today with the wet sock bullshit, it just goes to show how desperate she still is to keep this stuff hidden and buried.
Yeah.
You there, Anna?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, I'm gonna let you go. Actually, I'm gonna end this live because I think it's time. I think we said all that we needed to say, right? Unless there's anything more.
No, I mean, there's nothing to say because I just don't see any changes in her life. I know that her husband's not happy with her issues with the internet, and I know that her daughter and her son are not, but she doesn't want to change. But like I said, I thought her grandson would change her, but it obviously hasn't. And
after watching all this stuff come forward after the 2 weeks.
No, she's even worse. And now she's got another grandchild, I guess, or still do, or close. I don't know the status of said baby, but hopefully everything's going, swimmingly well and healthy, but she just gets worse and worse.
Is there any thought in your mind that Maria wasn't behind the whole send the cops to Cody's mother's house thing?
Mind blowing.
I'm 100% sure. I'm 100% sure.
I never.
This is her.
Oh, I knew it from jump. I just wanted that validation. So thank you.
She will throw the stone, and then she
was right
to all her little friends. Oh no, it wasn't me. Oh no, but she will never say the truth. She will never say the truth. So
no, she's in the hospital right now, unable to tell the truth. I guess because it's so horrible.
Give her time. Give her time.
So horrible that Reddit and Roadhog are saying, "Oh, Maria's in the hospital." Eat the green jello. Like what? But let's end this live. I think even though the original plan of this live was with Jen, but I think Anna, you really
MW. Thanks.
Looks like they're still going about 10 more minutes.
Covered it.
Yeah.
Is that like an Irish goodbye? No, an Irish goodbye is quick. You disappear. What's the goodbye that takes forever? The Irish goodbye is disappear. I'm good at that. But they do the one that takes forever.
I'm just tired.
Is that Italian?
Tired of. I mean, there's no stopping her. There's just no stopping her. How old are you, John?
45.
I mean, you could be our son eventually. I mean, obviously, we would have been young, but come on, man, come on.
Yeah, you could have had me at 16. That's not that far beyond the scope of reasoning, to be honest with you.
She's just gotta stop. My son just turned 40. She's got to stop.
Cody's 40.
Yeah.
He just turned 40. So there you go.
Yeah. I was invited to his 40th birthday party in Orlando, but he only invited me to take care of the babies, which is fine. It was fine. We had such a good time. He had a nice party with all his friends.
That's nice.
Yeah. But a lot of things bothered me. A lot of things like seeing what he said about Julie, what she said about adopted kids, when knowing that my grandchildren are adopted, that was really bothersome. My kids won't talk to her. My son. I think he said that she texted him wishing him, congratulating him on the second son, and he's not going to reply. He remembers everything. That's not gonna happen. He remembers everything.
Oh,
You know, you can make your mistakes in life, but there's such a thing as an apology. And
right.
maybe things could work out, but not anymore. But back then, maybe.
Taking ownership and having a discussion is how people are actually able to move on and build on things. If you never do that, then everything's going to be superficial. Which is fine in some cases if you don't really need to, whatever.
Maybe. But if you don't know how to apologize, if you make mistakes in life and you don't know
I
how to
know what I'm
apologize, then
saying.
you're not gonna get anywhere in life.
Yeah.
I mean, who loses here? Who really loses here? Her kids and her grandson, because we've
Well,
lost
Maria's
a lot of years.
Maria's been getting away with shit
Thank you, Sly.
her whole life.
Yeah.
Like she wouldn't have, with the whole bank robbery thing. Had your parents not paid it to the bank, she'd be arrested, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep.
There you go. Had Maria's family not paid back the money she stole from the bank with her check hiding and opening up, accounts and all your.
So not unlike KK, who has to pay restitution. Also, if restitution isn't paid, then you get locked up. All right, sounds like the conditions of both of these thieves.
All your names, right, Anna? Was it?
My parents and my sister. She was
What
cutting.
what a great woman. And had her parents, who she was trying to steal from and embezzle, not paid off the feds, Maria would be in jail. But she's gotten away with murder for a long time.
Yeah. The feds froze my parents' account.
Wow.
I had to talk to them and tell them what happened because of the kiting.
The feds froze her parents' account because of the kiting. I didn't realize she was using her parents' account. All right, maybe I didn't understand quite exactly all the ins and outs of it. Wow.
And then you have Lita in there with her.
That is so fucked up to do that to your parents. And obviously it was her sister's. Yeah, I guess I knew she'd stolen from her parents. I guess I didn't realize exactly how the stealing went about. But the stealing went about from the kiting, which is what I didn't know. That part.
Her 6 felonies, like it's insane.
Yeah, that was really weird. I've seen her in there sometimes, and what she talks about, like, oh, let's do a GoFundMe for. I think she said one time for see what to buy milk. Girl, you stole money. You came to the
Lynn
US.
wants to know if she really followed the bank customer homes, and she did. It's in the court records.
I didn't know that. I read it. I didn't know that. But you know what really upset me? That she went on a live and accused this man of hurting her, and that me and my mom saw a black eye, and that black eye never happened. We never saw a black eye. And then in those papers that I saw that was posted that I didn't know about, it said that she didn't call the police for I don't know how long, how many days, and that she didn't even tell her husband when she got home because she didn't want him to lose his temper. So did he not see the black eye? Because she's saying I didn't see the black eye. Because she's saying I didn't say anything, or I saw the black eye, and my mom saw the black eye, but her husband didn't see the black eye. Do we see a problem there? There was no black eye.
So convenient.
There was no black eye. Put 2 and 2 together. She can't say your mom and your sister saw the black eye, but your husband didn't see the black eye. There was no black eye. This never happened. She tried to get it covered up, and that's it. And she's been doing these errors ever since. I'm not going to say errors. I mean, these bad things, because it's not an error. She took money.
Right.
She needs to stop. And she's not going to. She's not going to. She's never
probably at the time lied and
glad
said they were errors.
Not just because.
And her mom probably has called it and referred to it as errors up until the point that she finally realized and admitted that it wasn't errors. It was something so disgusting that you could never imagine your own flesh and blood child ever doing to you in a million years. And that's pretty devastating to have that realization about your child.
Because she's 15 minutes away, or not even, but just because I want to start somewhere else. Like, I'm tired of Miami, and I'm tired of her stuff. I don't want to run into her ever in a store, and I'm not. It's not that I'm scared. As I know she's unstable, and she carries. She does, and I'm not going to do that.
She shouldn't be.
Yeah, I know she shouldn't be. Trust me, I know she shouldn't be. She does.
She moved
She's
4
not scared.
hours
She has no
away to get
whatever.
away
But
from her.
trust me, we're protected here anyway. But I don't carry guns, but my husband does. But it's still not a way to live. It's not a way to live.
No, not at all.
No.
Depending
And
on
I
what
have
part of
a great
Orlando,
life.
4
For all those people
hours.
writing BS about, what I said earlier, no, I have a great life with my husband. So I don't have any issues to worry about. We're both retiring at 62. And that's it, We have a good life.
That's
We have
amazing.
9 grandchildren, 1 great grandchild, and my
Wow.
mom, and we're all of us are very close.
9 grand.
So let me end this here, because I know everyone's tired.
Yeah.
But I mean, you've heard everything Anna has to say about her sister tonight, and you've read what her other family members have said about you. So now it's up to you if you want to keep going with that charade that this Maria woman is righteous when not even her closest friends can stand her because I keep getting tipped off by them. And let me also say this. If Anna has like the moral turpitude and the wherewithal and the fucking big brass balls to come on my panel and talk about how horrible her sister is, knowing that Anna has spent 61 years with her, no one has any fucking reason to tell me, John, I'm too afraid to come forward. So fuck off on all those requests now. If you don't have the balls to come forward now from now on, after this good woman said everything she had to say, I don't want to hear from you because you're full of shit. Because there's nothing you can say after this good woman said everything from soup to nuts about her sister. And after testifying for me in court twice, there's nothing you can say to me or anybody that, like, I'm afraid of what Maria will do. Well,
didn't she? I think she ended up testifying 3 times for John. She had to, change her schedule 3 different dates to do this.
You know what?
Not unlike the people that testified for Maria, like Anne also had to do that. But I'm sure John was more grateful for his witnesses than Maria was.
Look at Anna.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, there's only one way to live, honey. You got to be truthful and you got to be honest in this world. If you want to be happy in this world, you got to be honest. You got to be honest and you got to be truthful. And that's it.
So to all the people who are still saying, like, I'm only, okay. And so Wet Sock? Okay, bro. We'll see how this plays out tomorrow with your, like, he does a live he does pre-recorded lives once every, like, every other day for 10 minutes.
Yeah, there's only 1 minute left, so there's nothing else she's going to spill about Maria in 1 minute. So that is the entire interview. There we have it. Any thoughts, opinions, comments? I'm glad I finally listened to it in its entirety. Very interesting. If there's no thoughts, opinions, or comments, then I guess I'll end the live. It's 10:05. Pippi, when did you say your snow was coming? Is it starting tonight? Because we made excuses and we believed her lies. And we believed when she was so focused on John, it seemed snowing all day. Okay. She's so focused on John, and it seemingly at the time like she had reason. And so I think that we all thought that, well, she surely, after all these court dates, she'd, want to calm down and not be fighting with everybody. Who thinks that she's going to be a monster on steroids and suddenly be able to handle 20 at once? Oh, that's right. It gets too cold to snow. That's so crazy. That's right. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's crazy. That just doesn't make sense in my head. That's like the conundrum of how Maria ended up how she is. Oh boy. All right. Well, I think that on this note, it's 10 o'clock, so the episode of Traders is probably just finishing on Peacock. So I'm probably going to go watch it. And I will probably do the Traders review Sunday at 4. So, yeah, that's when I'll be back. I'm not positive, but a little birdie told me that E11's possibly going live tomorrow. And if she does, it's going to be a good one. She's putting some work into pulling shit together. That's what a birdie told me. Don't quote me, because then if she changes her mind, then I never said anything. You never heard this, and it never happened. Murder! I sound like a dead crow, a dying crow. Murder! All right, everybody. Good night, you guys. Let me find my little graphic that says, thank you for watching. And Jeff Spicoli, if you're still out there or if you're not, I appreciate the $5. And Dreamy, 21 months. Thank you so much for being a member for 21 months. You guys, good night. Thank you. Thanks, mods.